starting right now.
Oh, really?
Yes. You got a problem with that? Oh, I got a problem. Hold on. For fuck's sakes. Bring back the Discord.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
I think I
That's
should.
it. That's it. There you go. Fixed. But for now, we will keep it on the Discord one. Because it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we
Beat me to
try.
it, you son of a bitch.
Huh?
You beat me to it, you son of a gun.
Uh, I'm the fastest cook in the West. Speaking about cooking, ik heb hier spersiebonen die ik moet snijden in mijn kamer. Dus dat ga ik terwijl ik aan het roleplayen ben gewoon doen. Ultimate form of multitasking. Actual cooking and cooking in game. Am I right? Also, something I wanted to talk about with you about Noah.
Yeah?
I have many plans, but I also have a few other plans. Like, you know Eldritch Blast, right? That
Yeah.
move is the closest thing to an actual gun in Baldur's Gate. In Baldur's Gate.
You know, like, oh, in Baldur's Gate, yeah?
What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say that there are guns in the actual, like, book.
I mean, there are, but are they in your campaign? Exactly. I don't
Say
know
what?
that. But are they in your campaign? Exactly. I don't know that.
In mine? Oh, you bet your ass they are. You just haven't, if you just haven't gone to the place where they've been invented.
What do you mean? I was literally in the Wild West.
My guy, what do you think?
The most
Okay.
American part of your campaign.
Okay. Look at Sir. Giant metal thing. Somebody made him.
He doesn't count.
Do you think if people are able to make that, nobody's been able to figure out how to use gunpowder yet?
No.
Well, you're wrong.
But what if I'm right? Exactly. Didn't think coming.
Well, unfortunately for you, I am the DM, so you cannot win this argument.
Damn it. He has the power of God on his side. That's not fair.
And anime.
Where's the anime part? Where is the anime titties in your campaign? Actually, wait, I know exactly where they are. Never mind.
Well, no, she's actually constantly wearing armor, so you don't really see much.
Damn it! Fuck!
She does wear homely clothes for her normal look, which show her figure quite well. But that's about it.
Couple of nerds talk about nerd stuff. Not having girlfriends. Exactly. I'm gonna just pause the recording for now. Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage, can't see shit, fuck. Mr. Rage. Okay, damn. That didn't pop up. It probably did, fuck. Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage.
Oh, I love just having the giant Tiamat token.
What the fuck?
That's nice, you know?
Say psych. Say psych.
You've seen it before.
Oh, right. Still say psych for mental health, please.
Here, hold on. I'll put it onto the
Oh
main.
God! He's not saying it.
Here we go.
These beats be making me think, bro. So
There he is.
I can't see it. I'm currently staring at the prisoner.
You playing Baldur's Gate? Bros.
I see it.
Bros.
I see it.
Okay. Where are my dice at?
Hey, you get the TML thing off my screen, bro. God damn. It's covering all my art that we did together. Like a team. I am almost done with the greenery and no one is here yet, bro.
Alright, I got my dice tray.
Hey. 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 Remove this. I want to try something else real quick.
And he's actually sooner than Sir. Who was surprised?
Wow. Is he literally here already? You here?
Guten Tag.
Yeah. How did you enter this place without making any noise?
Magic.
I heard him.
I didn't. I guess my sound glitched out again. Oh, I don't know.
No, my entrance is racist.
What? What does that even have to? What does that even mean?
My entrance makes sure that black people don't hear me, so I can sneak behind them. As usual, Sir's the last.
Lo and behold.
Oh, now I can't see my shit though. Fuck. Hold on. Man, this shit sucks. Oh, I'm gonna just keep this. I'm gonna rename it. We're doing this from now on. Fuck it. Rename.
Oh, those church bells won't stop ringing.
Can you hear that? That's the sound of me cracking some creams. It's not fun.
What?
Guess what I'm doing?
Jerking off.
I wish. No. In my room, upstairs, in front of my PC, I am cutting vegetables.
Why?
Because I was told to do that, and I don't want to sit downstairs from my PC. Because it's cold downstairs.
You're a
Oh
good
my
boy. That's why
god,
you do it.
he's here.
Oh my god, we're finally not 30 minutes behind schedule.
Get your bitch ass up.
How did you also get here without fucking making noise, bro? What is happening to my fucking Discord?
I
I
heard
heard
him.
it.
I heard him.
No, it's
I
just
heard it.
me. It's just me. I'm just confused. I don't know how it's happening.
Man, you just have
Is
low
this the-
perception.
is
What
this
what
the-
what can I say?
My
Is this the
perception
right
is
game?
I
No,
literally
that's not
see you
your
appearing
game.
And you fuck off. Yeah,
Why do I see Tiamat on my screen?
Oh, because I was messing. I was messing with Bruce.
Ah, yes, the
That
bad
is
house.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for me to drop this fucking episode for you to realize why I'm saying this. Oh,
Ah,
shit.
God.
Yeah, damn.
I mean, your building is haunted.
The arch ghost or whatever. Alright, let me get my notes real quick.
It has been 13 minutes.
Bruce, come on.
What do you mean?
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't.
Bro's been born ready.
Why is what was your name again? Why is the demon on my screen?
Demon.
That one demon.
I mean a ghost?
That was not a ghost. That's nowhere near a ghost, bro. Look at what ghost has a halo, bro? IRL, dead ass.
I don't know, have you ever seen a ghost?
Yeah. Have you?
What the fuck is that even
Nah.
supposed to be?
I will be more.
an
I will be
Oni.
more. Listen.
Onis
be-
exist in D&D?
They do.
I mean,
Oh,
of course they
they're
do.
dangerous. You guys ain't fighting down until you're like a level 7-ish.
Great to know.
All right, we ready to start?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perchance.
Chance.
Yes.
Oh my god. You get one.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Probably gets
You have
more.
your Pringles can ready.
It's been there for like almost a week, sitting there.
Waiting.
Yeah.
I just see a video of Origino's domain expansion. This is why I hate the fucking Genshin, bro. What the fuck?
Just turn it off for now. I'm willing to start whenever we are.
I am waiting on you.
Fun.
Wait, is Bruce recording again?
I have been
Alright.
recording the entire time.
I
Oh.
said you turned it off earlier.
No?
Oh yeah, when
Oh.
are you gonna post the videos, by the way?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's the.
All right. Starting when you guys want.
Hold on, let me get Bruce higher. Because I can barely hear. Oh, he's on 200%. Never mind then.
I gotta turn you a bit lower, by the way.
In that case, I'll go to my settings and change my thing. Because
All
I
right,
changed that.
So I'm starting now. Fuck you guys.
No, you're not.
I'm not doing the recap because this is technically part 2 because we just cut off early.
I mean, part 1 was
But-
like 6 weeks ago, bro.
But I will quickly summarize. What happened.
Before that, quickly, Steph, do I sound louder now?
Yes,
Oh, yes,
you do.
I'm gonna turn you down, my guy.
And it's actually perfect for me. I think that's screen.
Bruce, say something.
Why?
Okay, now you sound fine.
Nah, he's good.
Shit.
All right.
I have almost everybody at 200%.
Well, if me, it
So
makes
look
sense.
how
I
low
know.
your mic is.
Except for me, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're still on 200%.
Am I now?
Yeah.
Is this good?
Soph, you ready?
Maybe a little bit lower.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for a while now.
Oh Jesus, I gotta turn him up too.
But really? Is this better? Do you want me to yell?
Jesus. Okay, wait.
what
That was the wrong
experience was
time.
like to be my
That was the
child?
wrong. That was the
Do you
wrong
want-
combo of
Wait,
putting
you
your
bring
volume
that
up plus you yelling.
I'm trying
Alright,
to.
You're a
Okay,
disappointment.
I am
so-
trying
okay,
to type
Case, I
in
got you at
ambient
200
noise, but
and
y'all
the other
guys
two
are
I got at
so
170.
fucking loud,
Hold on, I'll
dude.
turn my
God
camera on real quick.
damn.
so you
Stop,
know what I
Ichiro.
say. Like I'm literally holding my microphone like this. So
Okay.
Exactly.
Not-
And if
not
I turn you down to 100, I can barely hear you.
what?
I hear you normally, but who cares? Turn your mic off, by the way.
Where
I know.
Are we?
We're all fucking disappointments.
Where
Alright.
are we?
Why is the corner of your room blue? Since
It's a
when
lamp.
did that happen?
For a while.
Wait,
How did I
alright.
miss it?
What?
Let's just ignore this for a second. Oh man. Okay. So last we left you guys off. You guys had gotten some downtime. You'd went to go explore around town. Just after Lad and Glyn stayed back at the guild because she was going to do some investigation on your haunted house. Lad was going to go into the center of town and do some advertising for you guys to hopefully like get the people used to you. And the three of you headed over to a carpenter. Why is stuff on panicking? You guys headed over to a carpenter to see if you could get some stuff done for your building. While heading over, you guys ran into some Dragonborn travelers, chatted with them a little bit. They laughed at Sir for his knowledge about dragons, while not being disrespectful, said that he was probably mistaken in what he saw. They laughed at Nova, disrespectfully meant because he was being an idiot and disrespectful to their culture. Then you guys moved on. You got to the carpenter. That's where you met one of the guards, Zem, one of the humans, who did not like you guys thanks to Laika's not one persuasion check. Laika did not really help further on in making it look very suspicious. So he didn't really seem to like you guys as Sergeant Savar, a half-orc seemingly related to the blacksmith Savar you guys met, went out and you guys briefly heard that, apparently cargo of a caravan went missing. That would have been a normal
Cargo.
story, except the entire caravan went missing from between here, the Risen Road, which leads to the capital, which is strange. You guys talked to Maru. She's the carpenter, and her husband. She seemed in a bad mood because of the investigation. And then you guys decided to leave after coming to the conclusion that they would see if they can come by your shop later that day. Sorry, your house later that day. The last thing we left off was the fact that Savar and Zem were going to head over to the inn to follow their lead. And you guys were free to do whatever you wanted.
So, question: what time of day is it?
It is right
Yep.
now.
It was fairly early. That's why we went there, because I was waiting for the blacksmith to open up.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty
Okay.
early.
So not nighttime ambience. Got it.
No, I have the daytime one up.
Oh yeah. Okay, I gotta put music on. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Man,
still.
you really gotta get that shit down.
Hey, if you want to help me, be my guest.
Fuck no, you're the DM.
Oh man.
This motherfucker is whining about something and he's not wanting to help with the change.
Yeah, what about it?
You sound.
Oh.
What you gonna do about it?
You sound like you have blue hair, my guy. Jesus Christ.
All right, don't take it that far. That's a bit offensive.
I'm not saying
For,
anything.
for the blue people.
For the blue
I'd say
people.
currently, you guys.
Fuck, this isn't recording. Shit, hold on. That's a joke. That's a joke. Don't cancel me on Twitter.
Oh, it's
Anything,
already.
I would get cancelled.
No. Safwan already isolated it. I can see it in his eyes. He's going to send that clip out later.
Huh?
Alright. It was around between 8 o'clock when you guys left. You did some talking. So currently it's almost 10ish. It's around 10.
Huh? All right.
It's 10 in the morning.
So yeah, you guys had left with no, you guys are just standing outside of Maru's carpentry.
Weren't we
I feel
heading
like
to
this
the?
I feel like this is the part of the game where you're supposed to grind some XP to continue the main story.
You're supposed to do something to continue the main story, but you'll probably run into it.
Well,
Weren't we going last where we left the session to the inn where we'd never been?
Yeah,
you guys-
we were planning to go to the inn, right? But then Case said we can
Ended
end
the
it
session,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are we still
and
going
so we
there?
can work more on it
What-
later.
what
So
else
yeah,
do we have to
I
do?
think we go to the inn. I think we go to the inn, stabby some people.
I mean, Sir
we got a
hasn't drank
sword for
since
that.
the festival. Sir's gonna day
Yeah,
drink.
true.
When you accidentally
I like
lost your arm.
Yeah. No, I didn't lost that. It just got the. How'd you call that again? Disjointed.
Detached.
Disjointed.
Detached.
Yeah, detached works too. I mean, that's
So
what
he's
happens.
gonna
when,
lose.
that's what happens when Sir gets drunk. So anyway, 3 of you are standing outside of the building. Roleplay, go.
We did this last time. Why do you have a
Building.
sword?
That's weird.
For the accuracy.
Oh. Oh.
I just look back at my second monitor and I see
Just
fucking
pops-
Savan
Wait, what?
holding a knife.
Fucking accuracy.
Just pops off fucking lost vein out of fucking nowhere, dude.
Leica walks into the bar. I got a big knife.
Stabby to the Dragon Balls.
Dear
That's the
God.
plan.
There's more.
All right. Racism
Nice.
aside.
Alright.
One session without racism. That's all I ask.
that this is not possible in D&D.
So, okay, what building are we standing in front of again? I listened, but...
We're
I-
standing in front of the
carpentry.
woodworkers,
Maru's
carpentry, whatever.
carpentry.
I'd
Oh,
say
yeah, the carpentry.
roleplay mode. I'm gonna turn on my camera. I can't do it with
Didn't
the
we already
picture being
enter
watched.
this place and then left?
Yeah, you guys are standing
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
of it after finishing your business.
Alright,
Alright.
shut the fuck up. I say to the
Loudly
market...
coughs.
Didn't we already go
I
there?
say fucking psychic blast the fucker. We already went to the market. We were going to the tavern, to the inn.
Yeah.
Well, back to the market we go.
All right.
Sir, can we just leave him behind?
Wait, no!
Do we need him?
I'm sure.
We have a cleric. We
Yeah.
have a cleric. We have a cleric.
Huh?
We have a cleric and a bard. We don't need a wizard
I'm
or
not
a
a
sorcerer,
wizard.
whatever the hell he is.
I'm not a wizard or sorcerer. That's very offensive to my people.
Shut up.
While he's talking,
Please,
can we
sir.
just walk away?
Sure.
I think yeah. Me and Sir just walk away.
As you guys walk back, the town is this city. I keep switching in between. Now, ignore me on that one. Is slowly waking up more, and people are starting to hang up their clothes. you see a couple of people pass by you. They give you guys some weird looks, but not like offensive. Just you guys are a strange bunch still. But there's some people carrying axes, heading over to Maru's carpentry. You can only assume they're probably going to help out with something. You see in the distance, one of those other corners, actually the same group of Dragonborn talking with some other random merchant. They see you pass by, and one of them waves over to you, sir, but just gives you a nod.
I wave back.
As you guys return back to the town square, because that's where everything is connected. Well, most of the stuff. You notice that Lad is actually not there anymore. He was earlier there, still like doing a little performance to try and advertise a little bit, but he's not there anymore.
Why? He may have been kidnapped.
Or just went home.
Or been kidnapped.
Or kidnapped and went home.
That's possible.
Or went home then kidnapped.
That would be frightening.
Why do we come up with the worst scenarios for the character that we're friends with?
I don't know.
Have you seen the last few days? That's probably why.
It was probably like in game time. It was less like than 2 hours that we saw him. You're already thinking he got kidnapped, bro.
A lot can happen in 2 hours, buddy.
It's been less than 2 hours, yes.
A lot can happen in an hour, buddy.
Well, sure.
Like having a heart attack.
All right.
Exactly.
So, you don't see any merchants this time. It's probably just one of those days. You see in the distance, you see the large church, but you also see the Blue Branch Tavern.
The Blue Branch Tavern.
Like looks at it, looks back at Sir, and then slowly walks up from behind. You go in first, just in case.
What do you mean? It's a tavern. It's the worst that could probably happen.
As you
And
say
the worst
that,
that can happen is a table
Oh,
being
God.
thrown at you.
as you
A
say
table
that,
being
as you
thrown
are
at you.
approaching, you do see that same guard who introduced himself as Zem Strider. Whereas last time he was standing in front of the carpentry house
That sounds
with like a man.
racist name.
What?
What?
That sounds like a name a
Strider?
racist would
Where
have.
did you get that?
I don't know.
Zem Strider? Are you kidding me?
That sounds like some name a racist guy would have. I don't know, bro.
All right, dude.
Okay.
I think we gotta get Gichiro off Twitter.
I'm just gonna.
we
turn his
do. We
volume
really
down.
do.
I'm just turning his volume down.
We're just muting him for the rest of the fucking session.
Bitch.
So you need to learn to shut your mouth, man. Oh boy. As you guys approach, you see him standing guard again at the door. It's probably just the same as last time because it's some official guard business. As he sees you guys, he sees you like he just rolls his eyes. As the
I
three of
also
you
roll
approach.
my eyes back at him.
I
He looks
roll
to you-
my nucleus at him.
your star bobs up and down in your body.
How would that even look?
Well,
And Sir,
it's not-
well, Sir has one eye. I guess he can just move it around his face and try to roll it again, imitating Laika.
he did seem to appreciate you when you guys met him. Just as a reminder, sir. So as you
what?
approach, I'm guessing you're in the lead.
Yeah, sure.
I tip my hat as I walk by. Then
He goes, sir, I'm going to have to ask you again that this is official guard business. So if you guys can wait, then I'd appreciate it.
Oh, is the tower not open yet?
It is, but the sergeant's doing some question. Actually, hold on a second. No, I think you guys. No, never mind. I'm being stupid. You guys can just enter. Don't worry.
Alright.
It's been a long morning so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Gives a scowl at Leica.
Rolls her eyes at him.
Anyway, when you guys head in, please don't try and interfere with Sergeant Seth's work.
We'll do our best. I can't guarantee those two not causing problem.
points back at Laika and Nova.
Right.
Hey,
I'm going to be outside if any trouble happens. Hope not.
We'll be sure to call you if something happens.
Good to know.
And we walk in, I guess.
All right. As you walk in, let me describe this place. The Blue Branch Inn/Tavern. It's got, surprisingly to its name, hanging above on the ceiling, a couple of blue branches. with some nice red leaves on them. They do not seem to be native to this area because you've not seen any plants like this, but they give a nice little ambience to the rooftop essentially. It's quite a large, like I would say, rectangular room. The opposite side of the door is a giant straight bar with on the left corner a staircase leading up. And you currently see to your left a group of humans speaking to each other. They're probably just staying at the tavern. They look to have a bit of a merchant look to them. And you see to the right side of the bar a elf woman who appears to be something in their 30s, but they're an elf, so that could mean 300. Who knows? They have wrapped up in like a nice little bun in the back of their head, so tied back black hair. And you currently see Sergeant Savar, who, if I need to describe if I have to get the description again real quick, Sergeant Savar
Was a tall dragonborn, right?
he was a dark-skinned, bald head, brown eyes, 2.3 meter tall, muscular figure. He's wearing he's one of those people where you look at him, it's like he doesn't wear the uniform wears him, clearly. And sir, from your interaction with the blacksmith Savar, you can already tell that, yeah, no, they're 100% siblings. They look basically identical.
All right.
Anyway, you see him talking to a male elf behind the bar who looks pretty similar to the female one, except he has a bit of a lighter color, shorter brown hair, also with a nice little braid on one side. And he also seems to be in a little bit of his 30s. Both have blue eyes. As you walk in on the conversation, you hear that at the moment Sergeant Savar was talking, and he stops to turn around to look at you and goes, "Oh, it's you lot. All right."
Yes, indeed it is. Wait,
Hey,
is it
Yes, had.
Like I just
came
wait
down here for a
quietly.
drink.
I say.
All right. As you say that, the male elf turns around and peeks his head around the corner. He goes, welcome, sirs. Currently, I'm a bit busy discussing with Sergeant Savar over here, but my wife, Estelle, in the background will be able to help you. We'll be able to be serving meals in a moment. We serve no alcohol yet. We wait until later in the day. But if you just wish for some juice, that's fine.
Sure, I'll take whatever.
There's a visible frown on Lyra, and Lyca's face immediately.
Like a day drinker confirmed.
Possibly.
No alcohol for you, yeah, alcoholic.
So here's my question: are you guys going to sit like close to the conversation? What are you guys doing?
I guess we're sitting at the bar, right? Where the conversation is kind of happening, but not like.
You want?
Intervene on it?
Really quickly.
What did Nova say?
Nothing.
Oh boy.
It just says nothing out loud.
All right. So where are you guys sitting?
At the bar.
So close
At
to
the
the
bar,
conversation.
close to the conversation. Yeah.
All right. Savar gives you a bit of a side eye, not like scowling or anything. He's like, "All right, you guys are gonna sit there." As the female elf walks up towards you, and she goes, "Hi there, you guys are new to town, I hear."
Sorry, what did
Yes.
she say?
Right.
Hi there, I heard you guys are new to town. Haven't seen you myself yet.
Oh yeah,
Correct.
so it's our first time coming down to this tavern.
Well, I hope it certainly won't be the
I've
last.
been here for a while, so we've just not been.
For a
Wow, it's been less than a week, brother.
It's still
Well,
more-
wow,
it's still
to
more
you
than a
can be a
day,
day,
brother.
you know, with elf years and such. It's funny how that goes. Anyway, what can I do you lads for?
I'll have something to drink. Whatever you have is good.
Somewhere in the background, lad. Something just happened. Hold on one second.
I'd like-
Hold on, this is very important. I have to do something.
Right. Break time.
No, my brother is ignoring me with screenshots of a new chapter or something I really love.
All right.
Shut up! All right. Excuse me. So, what do you guys want?
Uh,
Leica opens her like lifts her arm up and just simply says, "Do you have some grape juice?"
Yeah, of
Simple.
course.
I'd like one cup
Would
of
you like
that.
apples, berries?
Blueberries.
Blueberry. Gotcha, honey. All right. Give me a moment. With that, I'll quickly post this in the Discord so you can remember them yourself.
Most what in this?
Notes. Hold on. There we are. The Blue Branch Tavern Inn. All right. There you go. Okay. As she's getting the shake, you'll hear next to you, Vamir, as you've now learned from the conversation, the male elf, talking to Sergeant Savar. Let me get up what they are talking about. Savar goes, as I was saying, we passed by Maru earlier, and she said that her clients had stopped by your tavern. We hadn't heard this yet, so I decided I'd ask you in person before I head back to do my reports. Hope you don't mind the inconvenience, but work's work as it is. Oh, yes, no, of course, I don't mind. It's this early in the morning, we don't have any customers anyway, so you're not really causing a ruckus. Certainly, the merchants from yesterday, you said, right? I believe so. I was told from Maru that 2 days ago is when they arrived, and they left yesterday. We haven't seen them since, and that's when the cargo and the whole caravan went missing, apparently. Is there anything you can tell us about them? You guys watch as the man leans back for a moment, leaning up against the bar, and thinks, like, let me think. Well, it was quite a large bunch. We made quite a lot of money off of them. They stayed for the night, paid very well for their drinks, even gave us a slight tip. Most of them were human, I believe. There were 2 dwarfs in there. There was 1 halfling. He seemed to be one of the people in charge of the group, in fact. They just seemed to be laughing. They were gotten into a drinking competition at the end of the night, really bringing the atmosphere into the bar, you know? Oh, but there was this one notable incident. A lizard folk, believe it or not, approached them. It was a tall green one, I believe. A bit of a yellow mohawk-style fin to him on the head. You've seen a lot before, Zavar, haven't you? Back in the capital? It's been a while, but yes, I believe so. What happened then? Well, he went with them into the drinking competition, apparently, which was a little bit hard to hear over the ruckus, as apparently one of the bards around town has been performing. I believe he's actually, and he looks to you guys, I believe it's yours, what was it again? A hobgoblin fellow. Lad was his name, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's him. All right.
Yes, it was kind of hard to carry the conversation over his music. Not that I mind. He attracted quite the audience, and it was lovely to listen to. Sorry, what do you say?
You haven't seen him in a while.
Wow, it's been less than 2 hours, bro.
I think I saw him
It's been
outside
an
earlier.
hour.
I think he was playing outside earlier at the plaza, wasn't he?
He's
The
not
music
there.
stopped a while ago. I was going to go say hi to him again. Seemed like a nice man.
He's not there anymore.
Anyway, after about half an hour of them talking, I saw the man get up and just storm off angrily. I heard the 2 dwarves yell something back to him as he left. Getting a little bit concerned about my customers, I went over to ask what the commotion was about. And, well, they were a bit loose, and they probably shouldn't have told me this, judging by the reaction of their fellow merchants. But it turns out that the lizard folk was asking about their cargo, believe it or not. Really? Savar's eyes narrow. What else? Well, Vamir says, they said that their cargo was heading for one Lord Edward Cazador from the capital. Do you know him?
Cazador.
Zavar grabs his chin for a moment. He's got a small beard. He goes, back when I still lived in the capital, I did hear of the Cazador family. I believe they are people who are very interested in just old art. That would make sense in your replies. I heard that some of the cargo was indeed some paintings and some old statues found in the deserts of Ruba nearby. But that's about all I heard. Is that all? Zavar looks and goes, if that's all you can remember, then thank you. While I'm at it, can I just have some milk, please? It's been a tiring morning. Maru snapped at me, and it's been a while since somebody's been able to put me in my place like her. Well, she does know how to do that with some of us. At that moment, you watch as his wife returns with a relatively large bowl of blueberry juice. Got a nice little paper straw in it too.
Thank you. And she takes it and just pays.
No
I don't know how
problem,
much it
honey.
is.
Anything for you two, although looking at Sir, no offense, I've only ever seen one of you before. I don't think you drink, right?
He drinks oil.
I can eat and drink. Wait, did you just say that you saw someone like me?
Oh, yeah, but not like it's different. It's hard to. I think it's in the look in your eyes, the glow to it. The ones I saw way back when were all a bunch of stationed guards. They didn't really talk like you do.
How far back was this again?
I'm not sure. Honey, when was the last time we crossed the Emerald Sea? I think that was before your sister's wedding, which means... Ah, right. She looks at you. Ah, I remember now. 80 years ago.
80 years? All
Yeah.
right.
What?
It's quite far back. Oh, not for you, I guess.
No, of course not.
Oh,
Anyway, is there anything I can get you to?
Do you recommend anything special?
Well, most of the things I'd recommend would be for later today. We have some very great ale. We have a nice brewery from the dwarves back in the capital. They supply us every now and then. But for morning drinks, well, your lady friend there's got a pretty right idea with the juice. If not, we just have some milk. I mean, Savar's already got that one, apparently. He doesn't love his milk. We just have some basic water, too. Nothing too complicated, really.
I'll have whatever like us have it then.
All right, another one coming right up. And you, Mr... My slimy friend?
How am I doing? Oh, I'm good. No thanks.
If you say so. And as she gets back to making the drink, you do hear her say, "Yeah, we don't serve a lot for breakfast. Surprisingly, most of the folks just head out into the market square whenever it's busy and buy whatever food is being sold there." As
May
it's
I
happening,
ask you something?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
What's the what you said, the Emerald Sea? What is that?
Oh, the Emerald Sea. That's just I don't quite remember where the name comes from. I believe it's because underneath the sand there has a green color to it, and when it's sunny, it looks like a sparkling like emeralds underneath it. It's over to where the eastern continent is.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Only been
The
there
name caught
twice
my
actually. It's a lovely place, great for vacation, but
Yeah.
I heard travel
But?
and trade there has been a bit rough lately. Oh well, I'll ask somebody again if I think about it.
All right. I'll keep it in my memory.
You actually watch as Savar grabs his milk, and stands up and walks toward the door, and you just hear him grumble something, and then you hear Zem's voice in the background. "But sir, we have to guard outside." "Nonsense, boy. Come in here, have a drink." You watch as Zem strugglingly just like sighs and walks inside and goes, "Hi, Famir. Hey, there's Zem. How's it been?" "Good. How's your sister?" "Still studying abroad." "You still miss her?" "Yes." All right. Can I get you anything, Zem? Just some milk too, please. All right. So what did he say, Sergeant? Zavar rubs his temple. Well, the curious thing is apparently they were transporting art from what we've heard. But it just doesn't make any sense. Zem just drinks in silence next to his sergeant for a bit as the two of them seem a bit lost in thought.
So, art. What type of art exactly?
Vamir looks at you and goes, Well, all I knew from their cargo was that they were carrying some paintings and statues. That's about most of what I heard. Afterwards, it seems that the human merchant fellow had shut them up a bit. Probably didn't want to say too much. I mean, merchants' business isn't legal around these parts, of course. Like, if they're smuggling something they can't, then they'll be checked at the border control way, way before they get here. But still, sometimes the people that they're delivering to want to keep it a secret with what they're getting, so I understand the secrecy. But yeah, just some random art. Why? You artist?
No. Not in
Oh.
the least. Not even close.
Okay.
You can't eat art. I mean,
That is
Yeah, you
Well,
can.
you could. You'd have to try hard
You,
enough.
you very much could. Exactly.
he's got the right idea. You just hear from the kitchen as she comes back
you
wielding
cannot eat art. I will not.
holding
listen to
another
this.
glass for you, sir.
What?
It's pretty good. As you get your glass of grapeberry juice.
Oh. I chug it.
As it's happening, you hear Zavar begin talking to Zem again. He goes, Zem, why would a group of bandits attack a caravan knowing it only had art in them? They couldn't have been desperate for the money to sell it from. They managed to steal a whole caravan and the people with it without anybody noticing, leaving no trail behind. And now I'm being told that the caravan was carrying simple art. Doesn't add up. Zem just seems quiet for a moment and goes, I think it's probably best if we report this to the captain, sir. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Well, he gets up. Amir, miss, it's nice seeing you two again. I'll stop by later with the wife. And to you, Free. Probably wasn't the best first meeting, considering what I heard from Zem earlier. He gives you a look like a...
She rolls her eyes and just looks away.
Hope I don't hear any trouble from the three of you, considering the Archduke trusts you. That already says a lot. Stay out of trouble as they leave.
All right.
All
What do you
right
guys want
then.
to do?
Anyway, it's time to cook.
No, you're not
No.
cooking in another
You're not
establishment.
cooking.
Who said I'm cooking here? Go back home.
Well,
You almost
Uh,
made a farm in the house, so
It would have
also,
been
yeah.
the best farm ever.
I don't think you know how farming works.
I know exactly how farming works. I'm a true goddammit.
The mirror walks by and cleans up your glass, sir, and goes, and do you know how farming works?
I know that you don't make a farm inside a house, like where people actually live.
Actually, you watch as his wife walks by again, and I keep forgetting what her name is. Hold on 1 second. Where the hell did I put it? Notes. Vestel. That was it. As Vestel walks by, she goes, actually, about that, I've been growing a couple of tomato plants up on the garden outside.
Well, yeah, growing it outside of the house and like
Exactly. She
inside of the
got
living room is like two different people.
It was
That's
not
all they can rip you.
inside the living room, you fool.
I thought you meant like on the rooftop or something. That would have made
Oh
sense.
no,
Right.
he was breaking the floor. He
So
was,
why don't you
It
try
was
and do that,
in the
honey?
kitchen, and our kitchen was already broken anyway.
that doesn't mean you get to make a. You know what? I'm not having this conversation with you.
gets up and leaves, getting sick of this shit.
He goes,
Also
sir, it's
understandable.
not pay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Puts a
Exactly.
golden coin in the on top of the table.
What?
Hey, I
looked
grabbed the
at
golden
it?
coins. I grabbed the golden coin because we were
Oh,
get it.
okay. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Me? I don't even.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring up my fucking my thing. Hold on. Give me a
All right,
second.
while he's rolling, can I ask how much the grape juice costs?
1 second. I want to know what the roll is.
For sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. There we go.
You're not making that.
the moment he puts it down, you just see with the speed of light, Vamir, he actually pulls out his hand, immediately flips it up, and goes, "Excuse me, sir, that's too much. We can't accept this."
Oh, good.
Oh,
They're not great.
I'm sorry. How much
appreciate
owe
it.
you then?
For business to set a bad precedence. He flips it back to you.
How much do I owe you then?
He looks 2 grape juices. Let me check real quick. That'd be 4 copper pieces.
I don't have anything. I don't have copper on me right now. Yes, except silver.
Why do we only get
We have-
paid in gold?
What?
Shut up.
We get paid in gold. This doesn't make any sense.
I mean, Spurs got platinum.
I got a platinum coin. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they have enough change for you. Don't worry.
Then.
So like
Is it-
it was 2 silver. It was 4 copper, like 2 copper per drink. So if you want, you can split it with Leica.
I'll just give him 1 silver piece and keep the change. I don't care that much.
At that one, Vamir actually sees nods like, "Thank you very much, sir." He seems to be. You get the feeling from like how long he's lived as an elf. When it comes to like this business, while he does appreciate a tip, he doesn't want to like accidentally like scam you. So it's probably just a matter of pride for him, but he'll accept the silver as payment. Anyway, with that, sir, you leave. Leica,
I leave.
How much does the grape juice cost?
sir paid for it.
Oh, sir. Oh, thought that was alright. Yes. Leica just like
Gift flag.
does like a peace sign and just disappears.
Oh,
Nova,
okay.
you are left there awkwardly.
Oh no, I left already.
Okay, you just bounce
Just walk
out of
away.
there.
I just slide out of the room. Not even bouncing. Just
Where are you guys heading now?
I'm guessing it's still too early to go to the blacksmith. So.
It's around like 11ish now.
Fuck it. I'll try my luck. I'll go to the blacksmith.
So you're heading back home then, because it's on the way home.
Sure.
Yeah, to give you an idea, the blacksmith is like fucking like 10 minutes from your house.
Close,
so-
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really close. Maybe that's intentional.
All right.
So sir's heading back to the blacksmith.
yes.
What about you guys?
Sorry. Leica is continuing home. She doesn't have any business left to do.
All right, well then I'll start with Sir first. As the 3 of you head by the blacksmith, you do actually see. Let me get this up. What was his name? There we go. Side locations. No. That's the city guard. Zavas is Smithies. Where is the information? You do see Savas, like the old man. Wait, hold on. Actually, I'm getting my notes wrong. I'm sorry. No, it's still closed. Nobody's there.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
What can I do to kill time?
You guys can head back home.
You can
Yeah, and
sword
what?
practice. You
Oh,
can do sword
I guess I could.
practice.
Leica
Can I
wanted
go?
to head home, right?
Yeah, I first wanted to check on our 2 roommates and check if anything interesting has happened with them today.
All right.
Sure. Let's do that.
As you guys head back to the guild hall, you do see Leica briefly from one of the rooftops of one of the houses. From the Misty Wolf Tavern, you see Mr. Wolf actually like hanging out a piece of cloth there as you pass by, and he just goes, "Morning to you all."
Morning.
Who else
Gets
was
back to what he's doing. What?
it? Is it still morning?
Yeah. it's
Yes,
not
bro.
12 yet.
Bro, why is time so goddamn slow, bro?
I know. I want to go to the blacksmith.
Like we walked to 3 places and it's how close
Can
are
I
these
just say
places?
fuck? Can I just say fuck and
Yeah.
wait in front of the blacksmith?
Just
You
turn
can't, but you're
off.
gonna miss out on something.
Just turn off. Just turn off yourself in front of the blacksmith.
Bling, boom, boom. As you guys head back, but you actually see that the guild doors are open. As a couple of the old broken chairs have been thrown outside. Probably Glenn's or Lad's work. But as you walk inside, you do actually hear some noise. You hear Lad talking, and he goes, now, as I was saying, they'll be here soon enough, probably. They were doing some investigation with the carpentry, and then we'll be able to seal the... There they are! As you see Lad sitting down at a table, talking to a large lizard folk. Let me get up this guy's description. First of all, I would like to say, Nova, you have never met a lizard folk before. Leica, you have also not ever met a lizard folk before. Both of you have met Dragonborn. And there's very similar, but this guy is pretty tall. He's he's almost 2 meters, I'd say, so he's a little bit below you, sir. But he's got a sort of like yellowish mohawk fin on his head that does definitely make him like as tall as you are, if not a little bit taller. Pretty muscular built. He's got some scarring on his shoulders and his arms. He seems to be wearing a form of like hide armor. Like it seems to be light. Over his shoulder, he's got a longbow, a hand axe on his hip, and a spear sat next to the table. One of his eyes has some scar going over it, but the eye still seems to be working. He's got pretty dark-colored scales that seem like they've been taken well care of. Some of them are pretty clean looking and even have a bit of a shine to them. His eyes are a piercing blue, but with a tint of like, it's like aqua blue, like there's a tint of green mixed into it. And he's got large, even without like him briefly talking or seeing you guys are breathing out of his mouth, you see that he's got some large white teeth in his mouth. As he looks up at you guys entering.
Leica immediately smiles a little at him, approaches, and she gets close. She does then softly ask, "I see you're talking to our little bard. I assume you wanted to meet us."
He looks at you for a moment, looks back to Lad, and goes, "This one, the uncomfortable one you mentioned."
Who?
Lad goes, "Yes, that's my friend Leica over there. Pardon, she's
Uncomfortable
not the
one?
best of personal space every now and then."
What do you mean uncomfortable? She asks. She like her face gets very close to Lad, like her
Yes.
eyes are just glaring at
Saying
him.
is as crazy as eating the devil with 2 horns on him. Say.
Lad looks at you and just goes, "Stop it."
I'll stop it when you tell me why you call me uncomfortable. Tell me, little boy.
He turns his head a little bit, cocks his head a little left,
hold
and
on.
looks at you, sir.
Hold on.
Okay.
I stretched my arm out like Plastic Man grabs like a shoulder and said, and say, calm down now, Cuckoo Bird. Calm down.
Bird.
Yeah,
Fucking damn it.
just to let you know, I have cowboy slangs and insults in front of me as we speak.
Bird. Bird.
It's down here, all right.
Lad actually cocks his head and looks at you back in the background, sir, and he goes, "I take it you guys managed to find the carpenter?
We did.
Did it go well?
But as good as it
Was it
can be
good?
expected.
As
Should
well as
we
it could,
expect
yeah.
them soon?"
Correct.
Yeah, something like that. They will come out, check the place tomorrow and tell us the price then.
All right. Looks back to you.
Hopefully,
like,
ain't
and
too
goes-
much.
He looks back to you like and Nova and just starts walking. He goes, "I spoke with Glint a little bit earlier. She seems to have not found anything yet. She's currently looking upstairs for some stuff. Seems to be going somewhere at least. I don't really know how much of that magic works, honestly. Anyway,
What was Clint doing? What was Clint doing? Remind me.
she was investigating the spooks.
The ghost.
The ghosties.
Oh, the ghosts. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair.
Being a cleric and all. And anyway, like goes, as I was saying, this fine gentleman over here, Crick, would you like to introduce yourself?" And you watch as the large lizard folk stands up, and he actually does have some height over you, Laika, and definitely looks intimidating. As he holds out a hand for all of you, like one by one, I guess.
Like shakes his hand immediately. Her red eyes, her like black and red eyes, just looking at him up and down, inspecting every detail of his face.
He just stares at you, doesn't hold eye contact for too long, and goes, "Well met."
I can say the same. You got
Looks
quite
to
the
you,
grin.
Nova, takes you by the hand, and actually squishes into it a little bit. And he like looks and goes,
I would like to just
Interesting.
let my hand pop off and go, ah, my hand!
"Can you do that?"
I mean, he already squished this, didn't he?
Yeah, but like it's
A
like,
squish in the form as in like.
like it's not like he destroyed it.
I mean, technically speaking, I could do it.
Can you?
Can you absorb people? No,
I'm not
don't do
absorbing him,
that.
I am letting my hand go. That he's squishing.
Can you separate parts of your body?
I mean, why wouldn't I be able to?
I
Because
don't
you
think
run
that-
out of body.
I think you might not be able to because your sheet says you can't.
It doesn't?
Your race of plasmoid does not allow that feature.
Where does it say that then? Exactly.
It doesn't
You can't
say
tell
it,
me.
but it doesn't not say it.
If it doesn't mention it, it means you can't.
Means you can't.
But,
I'm already
like,
treading, I'm already
I'm-
treading a very thin line by having Sir exist, okay? I'm not going to make it
now.
even more overpowered by letting you be able to like split yourself up.
I mean, it's only for joke purposes, bro.
It's a gag.
I know, but I know how you work. You will take this joke and use it later as something annoying.
No,
He will. He absolutely fucking
He
will.
100%
He
will.
will. He did that shit in my campaign as well.
Like
Shut
here's
the
the
fuck
difference.
up.
Here's the difference with Sir like getting like with Sir's like joint like uncorking like an arm, for instance. It's like, oh, it was willing because he was drunk. It was a little bit loose and like it popped off, but he could reset it, right? But if he like I trust him to not like take it off and say my arm's gonna like start crawling around and finding stuff.
Yes, because I 100%
Only
can do
using
that.
it for the joke.
No.
Come on, let me just do this.
Fucking, I'm trusting you on this. I'm giving you one attempt, okay? I'm giving you one. All right, as you do it, I'm gonna say roll me a performance check
Performance check. Why?
to see how well you trick him.
Can't even see the roll.
17.
17.
Yeah.
All right. Not bad.
Got this
As
bastard.
you do it, Lad actually just gives you a flat like banana cat expression. Like really, to be fair, he's seen you get splatted by like a minotaur and shit. So, this guy looks at you, looks up at the hand, looks down at the hand. You watch as he lifts it up and starts sniffing it.
Yeah, okay.
Smells.
Can you give me a glove back?
No. Ah, I see. Ersig Lowlander humor indeed.
Indeed. I am very good at
All right.
this. I just put the glove back on the stump and just would generate my hand.
He looks at you all and goes, I am Crick, warrior of and hunter of the Lockwood tribe. Squints at you all for a moment. Your associate over here, Lad, offered to help me with a problem.
What?
Lad
What problem?
interjects a little bit. He goes, yeah, I was, you see, I was performing outside a little bit, and then he actually passed me by and asked if I could help him out. I wanted to impress him a little bit, and he looks a little sheepish, might have taken it too far. As I was talking about our little adventure with the undead.
What did you,
Ah,
what
yes,
did you
very
tell
wise
him?
of you.
And
What did you over
Crick actually
exaggerate
looks up-
anything?
Crick actually looks up and goes, yes, it was very unconvincing. Anyway, I left.
Wait, what did you
I
tell
left.
him you did?
What did he do it? Yeah, what did you tell him we did?
That's not important.
No,
Anyway,
it is
basically working-
important.
So,
It is
and
important. She gets very close to him.
Crick
I
looks and he
once
goes.
again grab Micah and pull her closer to me.
Crick actually looks at you and goes, but the lad wouldn't stop pestering me as I walked away from him, so eventually I was willing to listen again. I will not be coy about this. I have a job for you, but I will not pay you for this job.
Oh.
It has to be
What's
a very
in it
big
for us,
job
then?
for us to be willing to do it, don't you think so?
The terms are such. I don't like your lowlander terms. There's always so many papers involved and rules. So I will be
And I
frank
agree
about
with
it,
that.
because you nod.
They're kind of required.
I'll explain the details only once you have agreed to help me. I will not be paying you for this. However, I do not seek rewards myself. And the possibility of you finding rewards are quite great in this one. You're willing to keep whatever you find. I only need one thing.
Can I insight
That's
check
fair
him?
enough. I'd
You want to
say.
inside him?
Wait,
All right,
Yeah.
sure, go ahead.
I want to like see if like this
go ahead.
quest like means a lot to him or not. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like I want to see what like
the importance of the
why
question.
like yeah the importance of the quest. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Inside. I rolled 23.
23.
Almost a natural 20.
It appears that he's not trying to hide anything. You can tell that he could just walk away right now, and he seems very inclined to do so. But it's more like a hey, whatever he's doing, he clearly just needs help, or thinks he's probably going to need it. But he does seem true to his word in the reward part of it, where it's like no. There's something he's looking for, and it seems to be very important to him. But other than that, he does not care for what you guys find in whatever his mission is.
Takes a deep breath. And you said you're only going to tell us the details if we agree to it, right? You're not going to tell us anything else about this job?
What you said, true.
Why is that? Do you think we'll just backstab you or so? Why is that? Tilts her head. Because at least at least you can tell us what sort of things we might find.
I offered then. If that
I'm
is
not
all,
saying
I
you
still
know, I'm
feel
more
leaving.
curious.
He gets up.
Whoa,
Like a
whoa,
bite's
let's
her
not be
lips.
hasty. Alright. It's not like we have much of a job.
You watch
Like we
as
have jobs like
Vlad looks behind and gives a little wince, like as like a little whimpered, like smaller voice goes like, I mean, we could use the fame and like the reputation.
I suppose that's true. It can get our name out there.
My terms
Yeah,
are simple.
so I look around and I'm
Sure.
like, well,
Yes, we'll do it. She yells out suddenly. She glances at Nova. Sorry.
Good to hear. All right then, as he sits back down. Ooh. It all began half a year ago when my idiot brother lost one of my tribe's prized artifacts in a foolish act to a thief disguised as a merchant. I have been following said merchant for the past 3 months, as is the duty as the eldest son, and found him yesterday. I managed to see him in person again, but he slipped through my fingers. He growls at that. However, I managed to mock him. I tracked him into this town. I've been looking for him for an entire day and haven't found word. Except for last night, when I heard some travelers in this Blue Branch Inn, I believe it was called, discussing a cargo and some art. I heard how it went missing last night and have been doing some investigation, I believe the term is. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion that whoever my prey really is, he's probably working with the ones who got rid of said caravan. And seeing as the authorities won't let me help them without me physically aiding them, I have decided to take matters into my own hands. All I need is the artifact. You can all have whatever else we find.
Seems
Sounds
fine to
good.
me. Sounds good.
Good. You watch as he gets up. We go now, then.
Of course.
Lad
I'd
goes.
love to.
Oh, okay.
So who's going with us exactly? I mean,
You just hear from upstairs just like a couple of crashes and just Lynn's going, stupid ghosts. And Lad winces like, I'll probably stay here. You said they'd be coming by later to check on us, the building, sir.
Correct.
I don't remember if it was later today or tomorrow. I don't quite.
It was tomorrow, sir. It was tomorrow.
Was it tomorrow?
They said they're gonna visit tomorrow in the morning.
Lad looks. If it's all the same to you, I think I'd rather stay back here in case something happens.
Yeah, no
Right.
problem.
Tell Glint where we are. Oh, and by the way, you can have this temporarily. As she throws, what the fuck was it called again? A sending stone to him.
Oh, but you have two of them.
Yeah. So she keeps one. He keeps
You're
one
going to
just
give
in
him one of
case.
the
And when
present stones? Okay.
yeah, and when she's back, she'll take it again.
He looks and goes, "Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Thanks."
If anything happens,
I'll tell Glint where you are, but you guys are going to have to tell me where you're going. Scratches his head.
she glances back at the lizard folk immediately. Where'd you say we're
I
going?
stare at this ugly motherfucker.
Jesus.
Looking in the mirror.
You bitch!
Just me looking at the person who ruined my life.
It's a mirror.
Crick actually looks at you and he goes, well, obviously we would go where the caravan had been missing. This seems like the next course of a proper hunt.
Suppose that's
Alright,
true.
let's go.
Excellent.
Bye. I just
You watch as Crick immediately just leaves the door with a firm step. He has places to be.
We go after him.
All right. As you're walking, you do
Oh.
see actually, as you're walking out, sir, you do see that the blacksmith door is now open, but the sign in front of it for closed has not been flipped yet.
I'll come back later then. Hope it doesn't take a while.
All right. So you guys can talk as much as you want, but unless that happens, I'm going to fast forward to a couple of hours later.
That's fine with us.
Nobody wants to talk to Crick?
Hell no.
He's not the talking type, so no.
Fair enough. After about 2 hours of walking, do you guys want to talk with each other? That's also a question.
Someone stole his rubber? What the fuck is this?
What?
What?
Oh no, I'm reading all the insults and I don't get this one.
Oh, you're running
What is
cowboy
it?
insults.
Yeah,
What is it?
I'm reading cowboy insults, but I don't get this insult.
Say it.
Say
Hold on, let me scroll back up. Someone stole his rubber. What does that even mean? That is the insult.
Oh, okay. I'll explain it later. So, as you guys are walking, at a certain point, Crick actually stops and goes, seems the cart tracks are over here. We'll be following these. He sniffs the air a little bit as he looks at the ground. All three of you can roll me a survival check if you want,
Gladly.
including him.
Survival. Is he gonna be our next guild member?
That's pretty good. I'm not answering
18.
that.
Damn.
Where's survival?
That means yes.
15.
Survival. What did I roll? I can't see it yet.
18.
18, 15, 18. Well, he got a 25.
Coming down with a semi-truck.
Let's see.
Hey,
that.
How much
you
did he
rolled a
roll?
perfect you rolled a perfect 18. Goddamn.
Oh.
Impressive.
All right, 23 for him. As you guys are walking, you guys have no problem finding the tracks of the carts. Seeing as it was only a day ago and it was a large caravan, it was pretty easy to follow. Horse hooves, just the wheel tracks. And there's been no rain, so it's not hard at all. However, eventually, at a certain point, the tracks end. At this point, it's been almost 3 hours since you guys left. As Crick looks around, a little confused and frustrated, as he goes, This seems to be expected. If the gods couldn't find them, it's probably not going to be easy for us either. Well, any ideas?
Sorry, I zoned out. What did he say?
Well, the tracks ended here, and he's mentioning how the guards probably looked around fairly decently in this area. So whatever they're going to have to do is going to have to be better than what the guards did. So, any
We
ideas?
shall do spiral tracking instead then.
And that is
We walk around in a circular motion and go further and further until we find clues.
I
seems like it will take a lot of time, and the guards probably did
I-
something similar.
Then Harry asserted it did. But if you have a better plan, go ahead.
I'm
well,
thinking.
like I was thinking in the meantime, for tracks of a caravan and a horse to suddenly vanish, that's certainly
Miraculous. Or should I say miraculous ladybug?
Fuck up.
That show sucks.
I always was best at tracking people inside cities, not in the open. In the open, so.
He looks at you like and goes, "You'd have to tell me how to do that at some point, Ersik Lowlander. This is a skill valuable to my people."
I'd love to. If you can show me how you can do that in the wild.
Should be
I am
easier in the wild because
Really
there's more
attempting that.
evidence than tracks. Yeah.
Well, that's the strange part. If you look here, at,
wait!
He just put
What
the
if they were taken by air? Sounds.
he looks up at the sky.
What could probably lift a old ass wagon?
That's a
I
good
He looks at you,
question.
Nova, and goes, "My friend, dragons have been extinct for a long time.
There's more flying witches than dragon, you dumb.
now can lift a full fucking caravan and a horse? Probably not much.
Yeah?
I mean, chimeras exist, but I don't think they're that like lift.
Chimeras
heavy.
cannot
This is not
lift
just
that
one.
shit.
Hold on, this is not like 2 carts being pulled by a horse. This is like 8 or 9 carts with multiple horses and multiple groups like happening to be traveling together.
Hold on.
Oh my god, it's Tiamat.
Hold on.
Shut the fuck up.
What's that
The
Godzilla
self
noise?
is foreshadowing. Ah, shite!
Oh, Tiamat exists in my world. Don't you worry.
Oh,
What's that
great.
again?
Much later. Huh?
Okay, real question. Out of game case.
Yeah.
What do we know exactly about what happened to these caravans?
You know that they were traveling. They went away last night,
Yeah,
and they just disappeared.
and their tracks vanish here. I'm gonna ask.
You guys
are the
know-
tra-
You, above game,
Yeah.
this is literally, it doesn't make any sense. Large group completely vanished.
I have a small question then. If that's the case,
Yes.
were the trial of the caravan already going the right direction?
Yes, they were following the risen road to the capital.
What if we? This might be a stupid idea, but what if we continue just going towards the capital? Do you not think
Or
on the way
cart
there
or
we could
anything
see
like that?
something?
Rick perks up and goes, "You were suggesting that they actually went forward."
Perhaps what if the person who somehow took everything away managed to just scrub the tracks here to distract us, or maybe they just. I'm not sure. We don't really have any other options, but I'm thinking maybe we just keep going the same road. I find it difficult that someone could have taken all those things and just went through random direction. After all,
Twice.
a caravan across grass
Crick
or
looks up.
trees would be difficult.
Crick looks up. Is not a bad idea. However, if it appears they are somewhere close by here, we'd be losing them. It's
Do you want to do a small? Do you want to do a small check around here first before we continue forward?
He nods.
All right, then we'll do that first.
To your right, there's a river that you guys have been following because that's what the road's next to.
Okay, wait.
Um,
let me type this shit. Right. River.
Um,
Yeah.
don't worry. And to your left is
Alright.
the giant forest area.
The what?
Giant forest.
Giant forest.
Um,
Do you think they could have fell in the river? Like, wait, is it like a strong river?
it is.
Like- Do you think they could have fell in the river? Is that why there's no tracks? They could have just been pushed into the river somehow.
If
You
that has
would
been the
see
case,
evidence of pushing.
he just points to Nova.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
He goes,
Again,
"If I am correct, these lands are not very magical from what I have seen." So,
it frightens me that the best guess for where they went is that they were taken by air.
Can I inspect the river? Can I see like if there's maybe anything close to the river?
Sure, roll a perception check. Or are you specifically trying to investigate the ground, basically?
Investigate the ground, the area around the
Investigation,
river,
yeah.
just that, yeah. 10, I'll add a d8. 14.
You don't see a thing that would make sense for this.
How many
Alright,
caravans
left
are
is
there?
giant forest. 8 caravans.
What if
You know, guys don't
eight-
know the specific number, but it could. Like, I'm just saying, we're not talking about like 2 carriages being pulled by like 4 horses in the front or something. It's like multiple groups coming together to travel together.
Is the giant forest like, does it have enough space for caravans to go through? Or is it like all the trees are very close to each other?
There are a couple of spots where it's like, oh, you could go there, but then in the further down, it would be impossible. But I mean, yeah, I could. The only problem is you would notice if somebody had tried.
I think he just meant is the roads like what's the size of the road? Like how many caravans could be like right next to each other at once?
Oh, it's quite a thick road, or wide. It could be like 4.
This is
Crick looks up. I shall investigate and ask the animals nearby. That might be able to help us.
you can do that.
Ask the animals? Is he a druid?
Of course. It is a technique long lost to you, Airsick lowlanders, but my people still thrive
I
in
can
it.
speak to. I can do that.
I can speak to horses.
I can speak to spiders.
Oh, man. Oh.
Okay, I'll
Sir,
ask the spiders. You'll ask the horses.
Sir, in the back of your mind, you just hear, "Hey, what do you want?" As the Brooklyn horses remember you. Yeah, no, you guys watch as Crick walks over to the forest. And he actually begins to hum something lightly, a sort of song in Draconic. As briefly around him, after he finishes the song, he brings up one hand into the air, snaps his fingers once, and you see a tiny little spark come from his face. And then he just walks over to a couple of birds in a tree carefully.
I have a
Disney
cool idea.
princess?
Say what?
What if Nova and what's his name? Krog?
Crick.
Crick.
He says
Crick.
he's going by Crick. Don't know if that's his
Yeah,
actual name, but it could be.
Fair. Nova and Crick can stay together. Me and Sir can stay together. We can explore across around the river and a bit further down. Nova and Crick can explore deeper into the forest since they're both able to speak with animals and
Sure.
nature, probably. You all right with that, you two?
Watch out.
Do you want to split the party?
I think that might be a smart idea.
You sure?
Great words of terror. Just
Nova,
final
if
words.
something
I mean.
happens, just shoot a guiding bolt into the sky, and if something happens here, we'll
I'll do the
smash
same.
his shield. Can you cast a guiding bolt?
I can cast guiding bolt.
You can. Yeah, sure. Then we'll use that as a flare.
For the record, you guys don't know that's what it's called. It's just magic, but yeah.
Yeah, fair. All right, let's go. As she
Okay,
goes like further
So-
down, while also staying close to the river, keeping an eye out.
Real quick, Nova and Sir both roll me initiative real quick, just to see which one we're going to deal with first.
I was about to say. I was about to say.
For combat, like after you said all that shit, it'd be like, oh, roll for initiative.
17?
All right, Noah?
Initiative. There we go.
All right,
Damn.
Fuck, dude.
No,
I have
sir,
extra
like-
too. How did you fucking?
Sir, Leica, as you watch as Nova and Crick walk a little bit further into the forest, you guys are left on the road.
Wait, how is your initiative bonus 0?
It's just 0.
How?
Doesn't have a dex bonus.
It scales off of dex, right? I don't have a dex bonus.
Oh.
What's so weird about that?
Uh,
Everybody has stats, Bruce.
No, I found it weird that he didn't have Like,
I'm a paladin.
I
My
can
most
fair,
used
you-
shit is charisma and strength. Why would I have dex?
Do you not see Bazinga in our Baldur's Gate? She's always fucking last.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, calm down,
What
cowboy.
were you expecting?
Bruce is rediscovering initiative.
Local man
Regardless.
I know
discovers
how this
how
shit
initiative
works.
works.
I just wonder
Regardless.
Why I don't have.
Because he's not dexterous, and also he's slow as shit.
Oh,
Sir
nah, man.
and
Anyways,
I assume since Sir and what's his fucking name? I forgot my character's name. Laika. Since Sir and Laika are left alone, Laika is like immediately gonna start going forward, just walking alongside the river, keeping an eye out around the river, on the ground, on the road itself, just keeping an eye out in general.
I follow behind Laika.
All right, both of you roll me a perception check, and feel free to talk to each other.
What Fedoma? Would an 8 save this? Would a D8 save this?
So I got an 18. Don't worry about it.
All right.
All right, role play.
As
What
we're
do I see
walking,
first?
I'll cover that later.
as we're walking forward,
This is a
Laika
perception
will,
check over a while, like you guys while you're walking.
Got
so.
it.
Laika will say, "You know, it's funny. We said we're not gonna investigate this place, investigate the caravan, blah blah blah, when we were talking to that guard, and yet look where we are. It's as if fate itself is guiding us towards more trouble."
Is it really trouble for helping someone?
It is.
You know how this always ends. We were supposed to do one simple thing. It turns out it's connected to something bigger. Some consequences happen. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Ah.
This happened once.
Hey,
All right,
Bruce.
bro.
Hey, Bruce.
Yeah.
It's funny when a professional does it because they know when to do it. It's not funny if you do it every last sentence.
Come on, bro.
I do have a question though to you. We haven't
What is
really talked much with you or with Nova or this and this and that about our history. I think it might be useful to do since we're going to be stuck with each other for some time. What were you about before this whole fiasco started? Like, what were you doing? What were you?
Sir,
Yeah.
I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
That question just fucking kills him.
I get an aneurysm,
Good
fucking
goodness.
guys. You said con and what else?
Wisdom and
Wisdom?
con.
Wisdom.
Specifically wisdom.
Wisdom, you got a 21
wisdom,
for
alright.
wisdom, and con, you got a 13.
Oh, I was just gonna say one.
All right. Continue.
Oh, well, I don't really have much of a past. My first,
Wait, what do you call shit when you
Huh?
remember stuff?
My first
Memory?
memory?
Yeah, that, got it.
my first memory ever is waking up in a field, and after that, I just wandered around the world until I found you guys. That's pretty
Really?
much it.
No family, no friends, no former organization, nothing like that?
Not that I know of, at least. That's why I was a bit surprised when that bar lady told me she saw one of me recently, 80 years ago.
That's surprising. I assumed you had a more open history considering you're a paladin. No, usually that paladins go around.
You
My
don't know
God,
that.
why?
Oh, we don't?
Very important.
You don't know.
You
You don't know
do
that.
not know.
I can just do stuff.
Also, like for you, like I want to know for your history. You have heard of warriors in the past who have been able to like wield holy power similar to like a cleric, and you have heard of like what paladins are. But aside from like every now and like also meet like a guard who is like a head guard of like a platoon called a paladin. But it's simply because he's like a religious warrior. Game, what Sir is, you've never actually seen before. He just seems
Fair.
to be like a holy warrior.
Alright, then I'll just say that
It's okay.
considering your skills with the weapon, I thought you might have been part of the military or something. A military of sort.
As she says that, Sir, you do just remember being in that dreamlike like place where the sky is weird and just sparring with somebody you're supposed to know but doesn't want to talk to you.
Well, yeah, about that, I think I may come from a military background, but I don't know what exactly. Recently, I've been having these kind of dreams sequences on like,
Dreams?
well, yeah, some people tell me that I should supposed to know them and that I was a lieutenant actually, but not much has happened or heard of that yet.
When did you start getting those dreams?
First time that sort of thing happened is when I went down back in the cave with all the undead.
Also, can I make an out-of-game request? Can Teffer please remove the fucking Pringles can? I can barely understand him.
Hey, this
Maybe
is.
just move it. It
Yeah, I know
sounds
it's
good most of the
roleplay.
time. It just doesn't sound that good at the moment.
Yeah,
Got it.
fair.
No Pringles can.
Thank
What
you.
Pringle
Is that
what type of Pringles can are you using, bro?
We'll fix it again later. We'll find like a good bucket for you to use.
You're a god.
There's more.
Use a bucket.
Is that so? When you first went down, it starts thinking. Usually they say people's life flashes before their eyes when they're about to die. Perhaps that's what happened to you.
You might be right about that.
But still, to have those dreams, it's perhaps your memories themselves trying to reclaim their place in your brain. It's as if your life flashing before your eyes was some sort of fuse that let out an explosion inside your mind that is creating those memories, that is recreating those memories. If you know what I
At the
mean.
word of explosion, sir, you're reminded of Ophelia telling you to not look up at the sky, and when you looked, how you saw that large crack in the sky. Just reminded of it.
Were you supposed to know that?
Perhaps that was a hidden blessing.
A blessing, you say?
To live your life without your memories. That is what makes you you, after all.
I guess that's right.
The past defines you, and your actions define your future self.
Yeah. How about yours? What's your background?
Well, not much. Was really a street thief most of my life, as far as I can remember. Don't know my parents, never met them, never met any family. All I remember is always hunting for food in the city, falling in the sewers or in the alleys, sleeping in the cold snow. It was a dreadful life, if I'm honest, but it taught me a lot of things. To be self-independent, to never trust anyone. Kind of
Leica,
makes it. Yeah?
do you like this is your choice? Do you want to roll a deception check to like show that you're like to make sure that you're not hiding anything or like convince him that there's more or something? Just so you know.
I'll do a deception
I
check.
don't think Sarah would doubt whatever she's saying.
Well, I know that you're not saying everything. That's all, right? But it's up to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Just saying if you want to. that's fine.
I'll say I roll a deception check at the end of this.
Okay.
And blood was kind of the thing I saw the most. Rich folk, poor folk. All I knew is that if I wanted to live, I had to play dirty. Laws never really held me down. And anything I wanted, I had to fight for it. While children in the warm houses got gifts on the starts of New Year's, I had to kill for a piece of bread. So it also kind of made me the person that I am right now. Someone who likes to save money on everything if possible. Even if I'm the richest bitch in the world, I'll still live like a common citizen.
Sir?
Yep.
Something about what she said at the end there. I'm not going to say which part. It resonated with you a little bit. Like how, for instance, it's resonated before with you seeing certain people doing like actions, like, oh, you've seen a farmer and it felt familiar or stuff like that. Something about what she said at the very end. resonated with you a bit.
Sounds like you've had it rough in your life.
Also, with a 12 in deception, what's your passive insight, sir?
12.
Okay, yeah, no, you can tell that she's not saying everything. That's all.
I'll say this much. Our ideals might not be fully aligned, but if we're gonna work together, I'm willing to compromise. I'm willing to share certain secrets if so needs. Information that I'm not gonna reveal to everyone, but sometimes stuff is best left unexplored. For everyone's good, that is.
Mm.
If you know what I mean.
I think I do.
I won't immediately try to assassinate certain folks, and I won't steal. But I also wish for you to sometimes turn a blind eye to something I do.
Ooh,
Is that fine
sir?
with you?
If you don't know, I'm
I
gonna shut
can't
up.
really promise. Well, depends on what it is, but I'm not sure if when the case comes, I can turn a blind eye to whatever you may.
Of course, I understand that.
So, as you guys are walking, so nice seat. As you guys are walking, sir, like you're a little bit distracted thinking about the past now. Sir, you're looking ahead and you don't see anything. As you guys have been walking for like a good almost like 20 minutes, you're like, okay, no. There's nothing on the road. You don't see any cart trails. Every now and then, like you'll see like a couple of very clear like hoof tracks, like from a horse. But you don't know if that's enough to go off of. To your right, you still see the river running. To your left is a bit of like clean, just open green grass, and then some forest. But you do spot something. And before I tell you what, I'm going to cut back to Nova. Nova,
Yes.
you are currently watching as Crick is like a couple of feet in front of you, as he's currently like looking at a couple of birds as one of the tiny little sparrows has landed on his hand. And he seems to be like whispering to it in a bit of a magical like sounding voice is the best way to describe it. It's clearly like
I
draconic.
have
Um,
speak on animals on.
you casted it too,
I have it.
but have you casted it?
Can I cast it?
Do you want to?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to describe how you cast it, or
I just.
Do you want me to do it?
I just say. I just say hi to the birds, and also I speak in the same language.
as you say hi, you get to glow a little bit as you've never done this before.
I have.
It just
Okay,
you
with the
have?
mouse. With the mouse.
Oh yeah, that's true. You just glow a little bit, and just like with Crick, right after you glow, it's quiet, and then your head sparks a little bit, and you begin to speak to him. Don't forget to write off a spell slot.
Oh yeah, right.
As
right,
the
right.
moment you hear that, you actually the chirping of the birds, which just was a bunch of like loud piercing noises, suddenly turns into food. Food. You get the food. We can tell you where he went. Crick actually turns to look at you and raises an eyebrow. Seems you weren't joking when you said you could do it as well.
Very much so. So
He gives you a little. He gives you a little bow in respect, actually.
Oh wow! For my first time getting respect. Wow, lovely. Looking
Cock
at
an
you,
eyebrow.
IRL.
You reap what you sow.
So I just grab my sandwich that I had prepared and then just pose with it for a second, and I just grab a piece of the bread and I just point at the bird. I'm like, if you help, this can be all yours, friend. All yours.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion check. Fuck. Why is it always on a separate fucking page, bro? Core, persuasion. There we go. 17! Oh, it's
With
17,
advantage.
19, yeah.
The bird immediately goes to fly towards it as two more land on your hand and start chipping at it, and then eventually like they like push it off and they like go to the ground to start eating at it. It's quiet for a couple of seconds, and Crick just looks at you, and goes, and he just speaks in common. That wasn't a bad idea. I was about to hand them my lunch over as
Exactly.
well.
Animals are very easily persuaded with food. Very dangerous for the animals.
He goes
Yeah,
quiet. Certain ones are. You must be careful with predators. Never forget this.
Oh, I mean, like they get fat from the food.
Oh, that too. But they can also chomp off your arm.
What animals are you speaking with, my friend?
He gives you just a little bit of a toothy grin. He goes and he looks at you. I wouldn't expect you to know Essek Lowlander. From where I'm from, with my people, we speak of large creatures. My sisters, they are.
This is my
I
thumb.
believe they
Oh,
are known
shit.
as. They follow the ways of the druids where I live. They speak of large mammoths, all kinds of creatures. They will
That
bite off your
sounds-
limbs if you are
That
not
sounds
careful.
crazier than a popcorn on a hot stove.
Blinks at you twice. I am going to assume it is some kind of food, as I have gotten the impression
Yes.
you know a lot about food.
I very much do. I then,
I see.
while the birds are, before the birds are done pecking, I start talking about my favorite recipe for lasagna.
You what?
I start speaking about my favorite recipe for lasagna while the birds are still pecking.
All right. He listens to it, and he's not being like mean about it or anything. He's actually trying to listen. And he asks you a couple of questions because he has no idea. He's like, "So this pan, you heat it up and then put the food on top of it."
Yes. And then you grab,
Interesting.
a different
I've
pan
seen-
and then cover the lasagna in the oven.
What is an oven?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just imagining. No, because quiet. Oh boy.
I have to teach this man how to click like a hen before I can make him squabble like a parrot.
After a couple seconds, the birds are done eating. They looked at have any of you guys seen the Fantastic Mr. Fox like animated movie?
Yes.
You know when like the kids start eating the food, it just looks like a massacre.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
So
Um,
shall
bird
you
looks up at
assist
you,
us?
goes cheep, 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 and then you hear the translation for the magic. And it goes, yes. More food if we do. Yes,
Yes.
Strange
another
people.
Sandwich.
strange people, hooded figures, tower, that way. You watch as it gestures its beak westward.
Can you bring us there? If you do, the moment we arrive, I will give you the rest of the sandwich. Minus the meat on it. You don't eat the meat.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Fuck. Wrong button. Fuck.
As that happens, it looks at you and chirps a couple of times and goes, "We eat here. We have to move eastward. That way. You have to go." Oh, sorry, he doesn't know what east is. What am I talking about? He goes
A
like,
bird
"We have to go
would know
that
what
way."
east is.
Points the opposite direction. You can go that way if you want to know where they are. We have food.
Technically, a bird would know what east is, but I wouldn't call it east.
It would call it east. It just points.
It would like call. It would call it like warm side.
It's a bird, man.
It would call it like warm side of planet.
Listen, I'm also still getting used to DMing. Give me a break.
I am giving you a break. I'm
Um,
helping you out here.
Oh man, Teffer, eventually when you get to the Unexpectables, you need to let me know when they cast Speak with Animals on a giant eagle. It's hilarious.
Oh, great.
It's so funny.
Fine. I give them the others, the bottom part of the sandwich, which is the bread.
They eat it happily. And Crick actually looks up and he whispers to the birds in Draconic again. And you're not actually able to understand what he's asking them, as like while you can understand what they're saying to you, you don't understand what he's saying to them. And they chirp at him a little bit, and you hear them go, yes, for a sandwich, extra sandwich. Of course, we head back after. We done with this, yes. And you watch as one of the birds flies up and then flies away towards the direction of the road. And then Crick gets up and looks and goes, I asked it to gather your friends, call them over. They should be able to realize what's going on when a bird flies over their heads in circles and even sits on one of their heads.
Good plan. Also, I now have lettuce, meat, and tomatoes on my hand. Do you want that? I'm pretty full.
You just teleport them on your hand.
Huh?
I accept this. Don't worry. He looks at you, looks at the meat, and goes, "Yes, of course. It is a great gift." He takes it, and you watch as he grabs like it's a thick slab what you got there, puts just his hook tooth into it, and just tears it in front of you in one bite.
All the lettuce and tomatoes just fall on the floor. I'm like, that's a waste.
I mean, what do you expect with those teeth? Anyway, the two of you guys begin to walk that direction. You want to talk to him at all?
What? My audio cut
This
out.
ovens you speak of.
Oh,
How does it work?
so it's a bunch of bricks that you have placed in a particular pattern to make it accessible to cook. And underneath the bricks, there is a small part of the oven where you place fire to heat the oven and make warm food.
I see. And this food, after having been put, it tastes different than normal over fire.
I mean, the meat you just ate was cooked in a pan. So how did it taste in comparison?
I do not know the answer to this question, Lowlander. I would have to experience it myself first. Also, the GIF is just Crick watching Nova explain food.
Oh wait, you sent me a gift. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, as you guys are walking, unless you want to ask him anything, I'm going to fast forward a bit.
So how do you even cook that? Just fire, and then
Yes.
stick.
Where we're from, we hunt our prey, and often the first one to catch the prey gets to eat it. We do not often indulge in things that you merchants refer to as spices, I believe.
Oh God!
If it was up to me, every deer I've caught, I stab it with this very spear here, taps it, and he seems to have a proud look on his face. And I roast it over the strongest fire I can make. That's when my brothers appear. They've gotten the hare and the fish. And my father appears, and he, every now and then, and he looks wide-eyed as he says this, every now and then, he brings salt.
Oh God! They're Dutch.
He nods very solemnly, as if like, yes, it is a great meal.
They're white. Oh goodness! Wait,
They're
not.
primitive
Oh,
hunters.
Oh God! I have to introduce him to all the things I can do.
He looks at you and goes, I look forward to this, Ersic Lowlander.
All right then.
Well then. Alright, with that perception check, sir, you
Alright.
do notice 3 little sparrows flying directly towards you.
A sparrow?
3 little sparrow birds.
All right.
They fly directly towards you. Unless you do anything, one sits on top of your head, sir, and the other 2 fly circles around you.
I'll let them be, I guess.
You let them be, but they don't leave. And afterwards, one sits on your shoulder, and the other starts flying in front of your face, tweeting at you.
What do you want, little buddy? Have something to tell me?
It flies circles around you, and then flies a little bit of away back toward the forest, and then flies back to you. And then
I
flies
follow
away
it, I
again,
guess.
and flies back. As you follow it, it moves a little bit further.
I keep following it.
The other 2 fly off your head as well. One of them flies circles around your head, Laika, and starts doing the motion again.
Laika just raises an eyebrow. I suppose might as well. And she starts following them as well.
All right. couple of almost half an hour passes as you guys make your way through the trees, and after a bit, you guys actually hear noises of other people walking and see each other.
Oh, look at you.
The
She
moment
says
that
as she looks
happens,
at the door.
all three of the birds fly directly at the leftover sandwich you still had, Nova, and just grab it and fly away with it.
But why did they lead us here?
Evidence. That way.
Evidence of
Is
what?
there?
Crick looks up. I asked the birds if they had seen anything around here out of the ordinary. Being birds, they do not know the difference between normal and not normal, but they did say they'd seen a group of people dressed in brown gobs over this way, near what they said was the stone tree.
Stone tree.
So I thought we might as well look since it's the best lead we have.
Exactly.
Did you two find anything?
That's really no.
No.
Perhaps they found each other's hearts. I just keep
Looks-
walking away.
He looks at you and immediately looks up and he goes, I would not recommend it. I have tried eating hearts. Not very tasty.
Yeah, no, they're not really tasty. No.
He looks at you and nods solemnly.
Oh god, they have never tried spicy hearts.
I see horse.
Yeah,
We
it's
just
actually
rolled
a
it.
funny thing, real quick.
That was an accident.
You go to stab Crick.
No, I gotta stab Nova. If I get to stab someone, I stab Nova.
But very quickly,
I'll keep.
my culture,
Next.
we turn chicken hearts and livers into into sambal, the spicy sauce.
I know.
Liver is tasty. Chicken liver is tasty. I'll say
Chicken
that
hearts
much.
is also tasty, but it tastes weird.
Never
Man,
had
I
one.
want to eat some insects.
What?
I'm hungry.
Insects.
Honestly, I'm hungry as well.
They're quite nutritious.
Oh.
Yeah, they are.
All right. As you guys begin to walk, I would like for all three of you to roll me. I'm just gonna say perception or survival. What would this be?
Perception. Because we're looking for stuff, right?
I'll say survival check.
First survival.
Yep.
For survival, I don't think I have that
You
stat.
can do both. Anyway.
A 16.
That's a 2 for
Not
me.
even roll.
Goddamn.
Oh, 20.
Yeah. 20 from the epics. All right. Sir, you're just walking around, crunch, 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 and you're thinking about the fact how the birds were just flying circles around you and flew away with the sandwich. Like, what? That was weird. Leica, you're also looking around. After a moment, though, Crick stops you as you and Crick and Nova are walking in the front. And he goes, "Do you see that's my friend over there?" As he points to the ground. As Nova, you do indeed see a couple of like crushed branches and footprints nearby.
Yes. More evidence. You know, it's my first time
Indeed.
hunting stuff.
Indeed.
It's not even food.
Yet you love food so much.
Yes, this is my first
This does
time
not make
doing
sense.
something that's related to hunting, tracking, but it's not food that I'm hunting. It's kind of sad. Me very
Your
sad.
culture. All of you people down in these mountains confuse me. You cook food, yet you do not hunt your food.
That's
Now we have
because-
people who hunt our food and then we buy our food.
Yes, but that is what the second sibling is for.
Everybody that sells
Second
food is a second sibling.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
I find that hard to believe. However, wait. Do you hear that? And you guys do all hear branches snapping in the distance. I would like for all of you guys to roll me a stealth check.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Oh my god.
15.
The rogue rolls a natural one. The rogue rolls a
What?
natural one.
Oh my god, dog.
And even with a natural one, it's almost
Oh,
a fucking 10. God damn it.
How did the fucking metal man roll the best out of 3?
Oh my goodness.
A fucking
What is that
one.
roll?
a natural 1, a 15 from
No.
Giant Metal Man, and a 4.
From the one guy who can literally become a splash of water on the floor.
Can I
What?
say can I say she wants to hide? She turns around and just runs into Sir immediately.
Or into
Smashes
Nova.
into him.
It would be better if you run into Nova.
Into
Well,
Nova, yeah,
better.
okay, into Nova.
Well, Frick got a 24, but that's not going to help him much.
What?
Well, fucking natural 1. As you guys are walking, Crick says that, and immediately you just watch as he lowers himself into the bushes and almost blends in immediately. Nova, you're too focused on like the conversation to look around as you see it. Leica and Sir, you were talking in the distance. Leica, you see him move down and instinctively go to do it, but you immediately bump your head up against Teffer's ass. Sorry, Sir's ass. As he was walking in front of you, and you just hit your head. Don't, ow. As that happens, you just hear the twig branching and like breaking and stops. As ahead of you, you all see a figure, clad in brown garbs. On his side, he's got a cutlass, and he was holding a crossbow. And as he sees you all, you watch as he immediately turns around and starts running away. All 4 of you roll initiative.
Right.
I would like to.
19. Damn.
25. There we go.
Let me roll real quick.
Fuck.
11 for him. Let me quickly add the turn order.
Can't even shoot this motherfucker.
Where the hell is the turn order? What the fuck?
It's right there, buddy. You blind?
I'm not seeing. Where did I move it? Hold on. Did I move it away?
Maybe made it invisible. Maybe made it invisible.
Oh, there it is. Let's just do Nova has got a whatever. I'll just remember it. It's not a big deal. And let's see. This guy got a.
Like, just think
Pretty-
that Nova just never ducked at all. He just stood there like a dumbass. He just, he just
Throws up like a deer in headlights.
Top of the order. As the second that this happens, you watch as Craig immediately curses under his breath in Draconic, and he pulls off his longbow and immediately takes a shot at him. Quickly roll for him.
What's his initiative?
It's higher than yours.
Damn!
Let's see. The moment. Oh wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong rolls real quick. I was looking at the stealth check still. My bad.
I have a 25. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Leica, you're first. This guy is around, I would say, 40 feet away from you guys. As he's about to do a mad dash away.
Even Keike. He's, you said 40 feet away, right?
40
From
feet.
me. Bonus action. I want to use the thing that makes me run fast. Cunning action dash.
Okay.
Run up to him immediately, and immediately with my rapier just strike into him.
Roll to hit.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. 13.
First,
He's wearing garbs. That should hit. He's wearing garbs.
let me check.
watch him have like the heavy plate underneath his carbs.
Careful what you wish for. What are these guys' armor class again?
1, right?
You wish.
It's
A
it's a
13.
10. Yeah.
Just hits.
Oh, thank fuck.
Roll damage.
I imagine it's
Uh,
12 then.
10 piercing damage. That was almost max damage.
10 piercing damage. As you run up behind him, you pull out your rapier and immediately stab him in the leg. As he rolls that, you hear a very loud "ah" scream from him. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
You use your bonus action, you move, and you use your action. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Sir.
All right. He's 40 feet away, right?
He's 30 feet away from you. Yeah.
30 or 40?
40.
40.
Oh, so. I guess I'll move all the 30 up to 30 as far as I can go.
Okay.
I didn't buy bolts, did I, for the crossbow?
Don't think you did.
Great. I throw the crossbow. No, I don't. I'll throw a hand axe to him. Why not?
Roll to hit.
It's a 13.
Hits. Roll damage.
It's a 5.
All right, you get him in the shoulder, and once again, just loud scream, but then it falls out as he keeps running. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Next up, Crick pulls out his longbow and shoots. Let me roll again. That is a 22. Definitely hits. And he gets how much damage? Where is that? There we go. 5 plus another d8 because Colossus Slayer.
What?
7. All right. You watch this happens immediately. Crick manages to shoot him right in the neck. As the guy just goes limp and then just falls into the ground dead.
Damn, weren't we supposed to catch him alive to question him?
Yeah, probably.
Crick snorts, and immediately as he walks up to it, and he immediately like just curses to himself in Draconic and goes, "This was not the idea." He fell over. I did not expect that. I was aiming for the shoulder.
And that's why I aimed at the leg. Tried to
Question.
knock him out.
Question.
Trip him.
It was good.
Cricket. Question. Do you have a good
It is not-
nose?
It was not cricket.
Oh.
By your tongue, I go by the name of Crick. For if
Right,
you were to
right.
try and pronounce it in my language, you would not be able to.
Can I try?
He gives you a raised eyebrow. Maybe one day I shall tell you. If you manage to get it first try, I shall give you all my possessions.
Noah secretly
no,
knows
jo-
Draconic.
Jokes on him. Jokes on him. He has no possessions.
I know.
Oh,
that's
boy, you-
exactly what-
Oh, I'm gonna send you the name later. Oh boy. And he walks up and he goes, "It was not my idea to kill. I wish you would question him as well. See what he has on him."
Yeah, I'll check his body since I'm the closest to him.
You get 20 silver pieces,
Damn,
Yeah, damn.
and 2 gold.
damn.
Yeah, damn.
This guy had a short sword on him.
Am I
a
proficient with a short sword?
Crossbow. Yes, you
Crossbow,
are.
All right.
A crossbow, and he had 20 bolts on him.
Those are for me. Thank you, pretty much.
Yeah, I immediately give him the bolts. Yeah.
His armor seems to be basic leather armor. As you
Armor
notice, he
is
does have
useless to
armor
me.
underneath.
Can I wear the armor?
Short sword. I'm gonna check the short sword thing real quick. Short sword.
Case.
It's a D6.
You wanna? It's a D6. You wanna have the armor?
Yes. Can I even use the armor?
You tell me, buddy.
So what level of armor is it? Like light armor?
Light armor.
Let me take a look at my.
One short. It's a D6. You said so. That's useless to me.
Where do I see that shit?
Proficiencies, bottom left.
Armor, light armor. Yep. Light armor, medium armor, and a yeah. I can hold medium armor. So let me wear the light armor. Yeah.
Lighter armor gives you an armor class of 11 plus your dex mod.
Plus my 11 plus my dex mod. Let's go. I am invincible now.
I'm gonna guess it's 1 higher than previously.
No. Yeah.
It's not higher than previously.
You said 20 or 30 bolts?
It's 13
20.
now.
I got it.
All right. You take your time to actually take off the armor. It does actually fit, luckily enough.
Even if it didn't,
it's
I would-
very basic.
I'll just blow myself up for the fit.
Yeah, it's very basic in like design. It doesn't seem to be made for like show or anything, but it does have plenty of marks on it. Clearly, well battle worn.
Does it have secret pockets?
No.
Fuck! I cannot store food in these pockets. Shit.
Frank looks at you guys and goes, "Well, the good news is, you haven't alerted whoever this was for. But seeing as how they ran on seeing us, I can only assume my hunch is right, and they are associated with whoever took the caravan.
Yes.
Joe.
We shall go. We shall. We ride. We don't have horses, but we ride.
Crick actually lifts it up and goes, "I shall carry it with me
Alright,
for now."
also works.
All right. What is your guys' marching order?
In the back, I'll say. Like, yeah,
I'll be
I'd
head
say in the
first.
middle. In the middle. Like, between Crick and Sir.
All right. So Sir's going to be up front. Crick will be then it's Leica, then it's Nova.
Yes.
Oh, no,
I'll go in the back.
I'm
Where he
behind
belongs.
Sir, but in front of Crick.
All right. What kind of pace are you guys moving at?
Fast, I guess?
Fast,
Um,
medium, or stealthy?
Actually,
I'd
I'd say if we were walking fast, we won't be looking around like with the details. So I think medium is probably the best. Like we're walking a little, like with some speed, but we're also keeping an eye out, so we're not like
doing a
walking
jog. We're
recklessly.
doing a casual jog.
I do want to say
All
one
right.
thing. Can like prepare to immediately hide if she needs to be like sure like her senses are up.
Don't you have?
Can we say she's preparing already to hide?
Prepare the action, sure. I'm going to roll a survival check for Crick to see if he can tell where the tracks came from. That is
Can we assist him?
15 for him, which is good enough. No need.
Right.
As he will walk like slightly behind you, sir, as he is taking the tracks. You guys walk for about like 10-ish minutes. But at a certain point, Crick lifts up his nose in the air and goes, "Wait. I smell meat." He immediately turns to look at you, Nova. Then shakes his head. No, somewhere else.
I only have one more sandwich, and it's definitely fish.
He puts the body down against a tree. I suggest we take this stealthily from now on. We would not want to alert whoever's ahead.
Gladly.
All right. All four of
check
you-
for everyone.
Stealth checks again. This is a group stealth check.
Oh wait, it's probably like hold on. I should change the ambience to forest.
19.
18.
Oh,
12. You have disadvantage.
okay.
Oh, do I have disadvantage? Why?
You are technically in heavy armor, so you have disadvantage.
No.
No.
You're a giant metal man, dude.
Do I also do a stealth check real quick?
Yep.
Goddamn.
What did I
All
roll?
right.
18.
Oh,
Well,
it's-
Crick got a 19 as well, so pretty similar numbers, except for death with disadvantage, sadly. But you guys
19,
definitely
19,
succeed
12,
as, a
18.
group, as a group stealth check. You guys succeed. As you guys are going to appear upon the battle map, and this is where we're going to take our break.
Hmm.
you know, that means
Move to then, I don't mind.
say something
I'll
funny.
check which one's to.
Bazinga.
I'll change that and I'll remove. Yeah, there we go. But as I said, I think my after level 10, I might see about changing into like a Warlock Hexblade, like adding a Warlock Hexblade.
Well, who says you guys are going to be limited to level 20 total?
Also true. My next ability score improvement is soon. Uncanny dodge, expertise, evasion.
You guys get one next level up.
Do we
Might
already
be
have
sooner
one
than
To be,
up?
fa- to be
No.
fair, I could also just keep going full rogue. Just say fuck it and go full rogue. Because I get, like you said, a lot of ability score improvements.
You get a lot of ability score improvements. Also, you might be getting some other special shit too.
Alright.
Like, I'm not saying that at certain moments only one of you guys will level up because it's appropriate in story, but let's just say during certain moments one of you guys might be getting a feat while the other two have to wait until it's their moment, then they get an extra feat.
Yeah, fair.
Because I like having it be appropriate with story, especially with Nova. It's more of a matter of what does he manage to eat to become powerful. I mean, what? Well, Nova is a very dangerous creature. He just doesn't know it yet. With Laika, when it comes to you and how I want to level you up, like story significance, it's like mental state and like things that happen to
true.
you to signalize like motivation. Sometimes certain level ups, it's just like, oh, after this fight, you just got a little bit more skilled. That's fine.
So fun. Where does your motivation lie? Where is your motivation? Where is your
Not
motivation?
answering that
Where's
fucking
your
question.
motivation?
Not answering it. Look at that storm. It seems to be approaching us.
Beyond blast, come. And with Sir, it's a whole different deal. All right, I'm ready to start.
Seems someone
Daff,
probably fell asleep. To be
Dapper!
honest.
sleeping, aren't you?
What do you want?
We're
there he is.
starting again
Why? I'm eating popcorn.
because it's been time. Also, you can do both.
I guess I could.
I mean, I am.
All right, one second.
Well, yeah, it's you.
This fat phobic motherfucker.
Alrighty, let me move.
What are you gonna do? Cancel me? Fuck, we're recording. Shit.
Uh huh.
No. Disclaimer: he's also racist against me, so we're allowed to joke like this.
Disclaimer. He's also against me, so it's like a double down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you guys see their health?
No.
Okay, good. Just
A
making
lot of
sure.
fuckers.
You can.
No.
Um.
Can my mouse work? Jesus. Trying to zoom
All right.
in.
So, all the little tree stumps are actually full-grown trees. Just to be clear. So as you guys are approaching quietly, I'm not saying where you are on the map exactly, but you're on like the top side. You're above somewhere over here. As you guys are approaching, let me describe what you see. You see what the birds are probably referring to as the stone tree, as there's a broken down but still relatively tall stone tower, at the top of which you can make out a guard looking, or just like a mercenary, whatever they are, with crossbow out looking around. You see a couple more of them. They all have relatively similar uniforms with dark greenish cloaks and brown leather armor underneath. They seem to have relatively the same equipment, although these guys look a little bit more dangerous than the guy you guys saw. You also see, walking back and forth and currently in discussion with a couple of them, a bit of a meaner looking one. The token I used for him is not really accurate. Ignore that. He has relatively similar gear, but he has a pretty wicked looking longsword on his hip. And he also seems to be having his hand on a chain that leads into the tower. It's a pretty long chain. As you can see, a couple of them talking and just like lazing about. You cannot see what's in the tower though, as you guys are currently overlooking it.
That middle guy, he looks mean.
I'll say for argument's sake, real quick, you guys are up here,
Okay.
Got it.
Where? Oh,
but
there we
not
are.
quite there. Like, you know what I mean.
That guy in the middle that looks different from the others. He looks mean enough to eat from the same plate as a snake.
That is oddly specific.
That is a slang. So
Crick just growls a
Fair
little
enough.
bit and goes, "None of these look familiar, but they do have the same smell upon them. He's been here, the criminal I'm looking for. Seems we found the right place, or at least one of them. Where are the caravans?" As you look a little bit further, the red X over here is a singular cart. It does not look like a caravan cart, but it does have two horses in front of it. What's happening? Meat enough to eat of the same plate. Oh, yeah, okay. So pretend like the red X over here is a cart waiting to get ready to go. It seems unloaded at the moment, as one of the guards just walking back and forth, inspecting some stuff inside of it. And yeah, you guys, Crick's looking at, and then Crick looks around, looks at you guys, and gestures for you guys to get some distance so you can talk safely. And then it goes, so what's the plan? We were lucky that guard didn't run away. We might have had to have a different fight without the element of surprise on our side.
I suppose when it comes to a plan, we can think of that, but I do have one small request. Try to at least keep one of them, more preferably the meaner one, alive so we can question him.
Crick looks at you guys. I may be a hunter, but I do not like to kill, especially not other people. I prefer it if we kept as many of them as alive to give them to the authorities.
I suppose that's something we can do as well, but if push comes to shove, don't hesitate. That should
Crick
be a
just gives you
given.
a solid. Crick just gives you a very understanding nod of like, yeah, of course.
Hold on. I need some water.
As to
Nova gets out some
our
water.
as to our strategy, I'm a stealthy one, so I'll try to keep hidden, attack from the shadows, as they say. It's up to
Crick-
you three how you want to do this,
Crick,
but I'd rather that there is a quick and simple path between me and you guys, so that if it needs to be, someone can back me up, or I can quickly escape towards you guys.
Crick shoulders off his bow with it and goes, in a situation like this, I think it'd be best if I made use of my ranged prowess instead of my melee. Well, as he holds his up, he taps his hand axe quite proudly. While I am no amateur when it comes to fighting someone face to face, especially my siblings, I prefer to
I
keep a
suppose.
distance and get them off with the bow.
I suppose we could use long range as she pulls out her bow. How tall is the cliff we're standing on?
Say it's about 25 feet, maybe.
And do these fucks look like they have anything that they can use, like for long range?
They have crossbows on them. You can only assume. The one on the tower has one for sure.
One in the tower. I'd say we focus on the one in the tower, see if we can kill him swiftly. I'll hide behind a tree to get some cover. We have the advantage of the high ground. We also have this cliff to make it that if one of them tries to approach us, they'll have to climb this thing first.
Rick goes. What if
That
they
is
just-
if they want to try, or like
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
exactly.
What if they just try and
If-
leave the moment we're spotted?
I suppose that is a problem.
What's the plan?
Do we want to flank them, perhaps?
Well,
Try
it
to
seems
cl-
like they're
compl-
guarding. It seems like they're guarding the tower. I don't know what's in it, but it must be important.
If they try to run away, we can flank them. If they try to all run into the tower, we can surely get creative with some of his spells as she points towards Nova.
There are two exits. There are 3 entrance points from what I see of the cliff. As I'll put them out on the map real quick. You got that one down below. Got the one here to the right, and you got the one up top over here.
I'd say Sir can probably block one of them.
the closest
they
one. I'll
try-
take the
We-
closest one.
Well,
If they try,
If they try to run, indeed. That's why I was thinking me and him should take the closest one since we're over the cliff regarding it. So we have advantage if someone tries to run away. Nova, I don't know. I don't think you should go in alone and block one of the exits either. This is cool. We could set up a trap somewhere nearby if you want. So if they take the upper route, they'll get trapped. We can also just block 2 exits, and if they run away, then we can.
Crick does grin a little bit as he holds open a singular bear trap. Like with a face of like this, I can do.
How about we? I have a small idea. Since we're covering the, she points like we're covering this one. Sir can cover that one, and we'll put a bear trap at the top. So they've tried to run away to the top. They'll get trapped by the bear. One of them at least will get trapped by the bear trap, and we can question him.
Crick looks up. Well, I do not like it. We could also put the bear trap in front of the horses.
Do they have horses?
There are 2 horses stationed in front of this cart.
That is also a good idea. I don't even know about the horses. That is also a good idea. I just firmly believe one of the exits should be covered by a bear trap, whichever exit they're most likely to take.
Crick, it's worth mentioning we could always take out for a bit and see what's happening.
That's also an option. What to do? What to do?
I suspect that
Food.
these do not seem like the men responsible for stealing the caravan, or at least not all of them. With a small force like this, to be able to steal an entire... It's just... There are no bodies here, no merchants, only one cart, and doesn't look like it's a merchant cart.
You don't think they were working for someone?
Most likely.
Maybe they had assistants.
What if they still are working with them? We could catch the bigger fish.
Like, I'll say we can wait out for a bit here, see if anything happens.
Stake out.
If not, we'll try to capture most of them at least and question them.
All right. Above game question. Where do you guys, like, near which spot do you guys want to camp out? Do you want to be somewhere near the left so you can immediately run down? You want to be on this hill over here, this hill over here,
This hill
this
right
one.
here.
I'll say
Which one?
if I want to be like right here, like I'll say Leica would be like right between these two, so you can take cover easily.
All right.
All right. So
Can I just use Druidcraft to slightly increase the foliage along this line over here, from here to here? Just repeatedly.
I did not
if
mean to
have
do that. This. I want to read something real quick.
Just repeatedly if I have to. Just increase the foliage.
what's the range on Druidcraft?
Good question. Let's take a look.
Because you would have to get close to the... Like, you guys are currently, like...
Why does this always
What?
happen? I accidentally reloaded my thing. I took away my. There you go. Druidcraft, spells. Druidcraft. Oh,
30 feet. Okay, you could do it.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. You can make a little bit more foliage here. I'm going to say roll me a nature check.
Nature. You got it.
While he's after he's done rolling, can I add one more thing to the plan?
Sure.
Why is my nature
just
so
wanted to tell,
bad? Oh,
Ooh,
it's
how are you a druid
minus-
with that low of a nature?
Shut up.
Well, I'm a
Um,
paladin with bad religion, so
Exactly.
Paladins aren't about religion, though. They're not about religion.
You need to know about your oath.
He does
An
not.
oath isn't religious.
Most of the
Can be.
time, it is.
Yeah,
All right.
but it doesn't
With that,
happen.
yeah, you're successfully able to like grow it a little bit. You don't want to do too much because you're scared it might like be noticeable. But yeah, no, you guys can. I'll say with like Leica being good at stealth, Leica can be up here, up against a tree. But you guys are all like actually far away from the map. Because this guard can see you guys from up there. So like if you wanted to, you could risk being hidden here, but you have like a bit of safe space around here to play around, I'd say. But it is still risky. Just know that.
I'll risk it, but I do want to mention that at least to Crick that I have psychic whisper, so I can like set up a telepathic communication, but only to 2 other people. So the 2 that wish to stay together, I'll only put the whispers on one of them.
How
I
long
want to
can
say
you
that
do
to him.
it?
1d8 hours. 1d8 hours.
Crick sees you goes and he shakes his head. I would not like to have a voice in my head, even if I know where it's coming from. Please do not do this to me.
All right, you two. She snaps her fingers. Even kijken. D8. How much did I
8.
roll? 8. 8. I can be inside your heads for 8 hours.
All right.
that would
Okay,
be painful.
real quick. Are there torches nearby?
No, they have a singular campfire over here. I'll hold on. I'll draw it out for you real quick.
If you want, there are also assets in the. Like, you can just place like a box or a bed or whatever that you can just place on the map.
Yeah, this works too.
It's out of range.
There's a campfire over here.
Who's your cutie? Who's your cutie?
And there seems to be
Sorry, I'm talking to my cat.
there
I can't
seems to
see
be a
what
bit
you
of
draw.
light. There seems to be a bit of light here in the center, coming from something. We don't know what.
The black part is I assume, the top of the tower.
It's on the map. It's on the inside, but it's because I don't want to show what's on the inside.
Oh, all right. And you said the guy has a chain inside, right?
He has a chain, like strapped to his hand that leads inside.
Oh wait, if that's the case, I do want to ask then, Craig, what do you think that chain is like to the whole party? Actually, like, what do you think that chain is attached to? Any
Could be a lot
theories?
of things. Could be a person, maybe the captive they're keeping there. Maybe it's a pet.
You think they're willing to run away and leave whatever is behind here because he seems to be holding onto that tightly. He doesn't want to let it go. So do you think escape is actually something they might try then?
Well, I'm not sure. We would be better off. Wait, what's happening? As you guys are watching,
Wait,
Crick
wait,
actually
wait.
just.
How long have you been sticking out here? For how long have you been sticking out here?
It's been almost like 20 minutes.
Oh wow.
Because you did the druid craft and it took some time to like carefully do it everywhere. You notice that after a certain point, you hear hooves, and then you see around the corner from this spot another guy come forward, and he looks pretty mean too. Hold on, me. Oh no, not you guys. Trying to copy him over. There we go. You see another bandit guy show up, looking pretty mean as well, on a horse, and he struts up and goes past, and walks, and you watch as this soldier over here, or sorry, bandit, like actually salutes him, and then he walks by, and then this guy breaks off from his conversation, and they begin to talk, as you cannot see them behind the tower anymore. After a moment of silence, unless you guys are going to try and like do something to get closer to listen.
It's too risky.
All right. After a moment of silence, you do see this guy get back on his horse and begin to stride out again. And unless you guys do anything, he will leave.
Should we snipe him?
You can snipe the horse.
Snipe the horse? Yeah, that's we could if we wanted.
It'd be good. Keep it also.
Keep the horse, you mean?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's assuming we hit, because if we miss, the whole camp is gonna know where we are, and we're only gonna. And all right.
You guys hesitated. After a couple of minutes, you watch as this guy goes out, and he doesn't bark out orders. He's actually pretty calmly talking to them, and then all of them gather around. There's these three over here are hanging out at the campfire. They stay over there as they clearly seem to be preparing some meat over a skewer. But the other two turn around the corner as well. And you can't see what they're doing for a bit. But after a moment of quiet, you see them come out, and they're carrying with them, and here we go, generic NPC token, a merchant. And they bring him in, and then you watch as they shove him into the cart, and then they walk back. And they're pointing their crossbows at some other things inside, but then nothing happens again for a bit.
Chase, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the body of the man we killed nearby, or is it still with us, or is it too far away now?
It's nearby enough.
I assume you already know what I'm thinking, right?
You can do it if you want to, but do you ask yourself, does Laika feel comfortable doing it?
Goddamn.
I'm sorry about that, by the way.
It's fine.
Thing is, she would do it if she was alone, but she knows this is gonna raise a lot of suspicion. So you know what? You do have a point. She's not gonna do that.
I'll tell you this: you will have. I am planning for plenty of good opportunity where you can make it like a cool moment and like a character moment.
All right, then I think for now she's probably not gonna do it. There's still a lot of options. There's still a lot of other options.
All right. As after a while, like you're just watching, nothing's happening. you guys are going to have to make a decision on what you guys want to do. You want to keep watching? It's going to get
I'd
dark
say-
soon.
I have not. How long till it gets dark?
I
Uh,
can't see in the dark.
I can see in the dark.
Oh, fuck.
I'd say currently
Well,
it's getting close to dinner time. I'd say, so you still got like a couple like 3 or 4 hours, but it's going to pass by quickly with the way things are going.
I don't
I
have
was
dark
gonna say,
vision,
well-
so
Yeah, no, sir. You're gonna move around, and inside your head, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do.
Good luck.
Sir, there's a guy 5 feet to your right. Swing your fucking sword.
Like it just starts playing video games.
Literally. It's like a voice command.
Just grabs the controller that's lodged into his like back and just starts using it.
When Sir becomes really big, somebody sits on his shoulders and pilots him.
That someone is me.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'd say, fuck it. We attack.
Crick pulls off his bow and grins. All right, but we have to be clever about this. I want to rush in blind.
If only I
Um,
had. If only I had. What's it called again? Black hole. Would have been very useful here. Just.
I
You do
have
have
a
other
small-
you do have other good spells at your disposal.
I most certainly do.
I have a small suggestion. She looks at
Fireball would be really
that
cool in that campfire.
through. I look at Crick and I say, me and you at the same time, guy on the top. Maybe we can get rid of him in one shot, and we don't have to worry about him alerting everyone.
We
You
have
wanna
to
do
get
that?
close with all these trees in the way, but it's an idea.
We
What
could
about
try that.
them? Gestures with his head to Suranova.
They can get ready. I'll send a message in their to their voice to their heads if we fail, so they immediately can get ready for combat. But I believe if we take out the guy at the top without him making a single noise, then we can get a lot closer to them.
This guy?
Yeah.
Maybe I can. Perchance.
Yeah, but all your spells are very flashy.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of are. Yeah. Shit.
So you wanna do it?
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna give you.
Man, this
guidance.
Hochi.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
touch
I'm
your
struggling with these
shoulder.
Hochinos right now.
Thank you.
I'm gonna touch you in the shoulder and say,
Sir.
"Good luck, but you can do this. You can do this, lassie."
Sir, prepare to jump.
You jump. What do you mean jump?
In case we don't kill him in one shot.
It's gonna become Jump Kaisen if you don't kill him.
I mean, sure. I guess.
All right.
Oh wait,
like
I
a
can
roll.
technically just transform into a fucking mouse, can't I?
Good.
It's a bit fucking late for that now.
Could,
Ah,
but
that's
Leica
like-
is going to head over. Leica, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, buddy, we can do this.
All right.
No
Crick got a
problem.
20 total.
15. If that's not enough, I
Alright.
can roll a d8.
A
I
double
will not tell
15.
you if it is.
Means so.
You have to make
No,
your.
I'll add a d8 to it. Fuck it. 7. Better
Guard
safe than
rolled-
sorry.
Wait, hold on.
You can also
Okay.
you could also just add the guidance I gave you to it.
Oh yeah, also the guidance. A d4, I think, right? Or a d6.
Yeah.
You have guidance?
Yeah, I just used it.
Oh wait, yeah,
D6?
you're a druid.
Yeah.
Star
A
Star
D6?
Druid. Circle of Star Druids get guidance.
A d6 or d4?
D4.
d4. And an extra 2, so 8. That's 9. So 9 plus 15. Jesus.
Okay, so 24.
I think that's more than
Um,
enough.
24 and a 20. Let me see what this guard got.
Not a lot.
Well,
Hopefully.
he rolled a 19 plus. Wait.
Thing is, we would.
As you guys are going close to it, you watch as you've got into like the tree over, like you're about to get to the tree over here. and Crick is a little bit behind you, and Crick steps on a twig, and then you turn around and immediately just like you lower his head slightly, just very slowly, slightly, as you quietly turn around, and the guard is looking at your direction. And for a few moments of tense heartbeat, you watch as he looks and he raises his crossbow, and then he moves to the left a little bit, and then he puts it down and looks a different way. As you are able to successfully make it behind this tree, and Crick is a little bit behind the rocks over here. Nova and Sir are not there. Where are Nova and Sir going to position themselves?
I am
Because if they run and jump off this cliff, they're taking damage.
How about around
Can I not just
here?
become a scroll real quick and just move to an advantage spot, like on top of the fucking tower or something?
If you want to, you cannot turn it into anything that can fly yet. So
No, but I can't turn into a scroll. 100%.
Just climb
could.
up, yeah.
where would you want to go from a squirrel?
All right, I become as a really accurate but kind of weird looking squirrel, and I
You're okay. This is how it works. You don't. You look like a squirrel, but you don't have fur. Like your color is just brown because you cannot recreate fur.
God.
So you became very small, and you do have the colors down, but the fur is not quite there yet.
I can't press.
So he's a mole rat.
I can't.
Well,
grab my
no,
token.
you're not naked, but it's just the color of your skin is like the fur color. Oh, don't worry about your token. Okay, just place where you want to go. Because I'm going to say, as a squirrel, and these guards are not experienced with druidics, like druidic magic, you can go basically anywhere as long as you're not doing anything stupid.
So they're gonna kill this guy up top, right?
They're going to try.
All right, I would like to, since I'm a squirrel, I'm just like not suspicious. I would like to just dash and go somewhere near him,
All
like right here.
I'll say you crawl up as a squirrel, and you are currently hidden inside the bush over here.
That's good enough.
All right. Sir, where are you going?
How hard would it be to make it over here?
As long as the guys waited for you to walk around and gave you time, it would not be hard because you would just take a long way around. But to get to that point specifically, you would have to stealth if you wanted to get here.
How about down here?
Around that corner, that's not going to happen because no matter what, you're going to have to jump down.
Fuck, where can I be without like jumping down and taking
could.
damage?
You could be over here. Hold on. Around the stone here, hiding.
Sure. I guess I'll take that.
All right, is that the idea?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I don't like it much, but sure.
All right. Sir, are you going to try and actually be at that spot? Because you're going to have to roll a stealth check to be at that spot. You'll have cover. So the DC isn't super hard, but you're still going to have to roll stealth. You could
With
also
disadvantage too?
Yes, the DC is not going to be high, but you still have to roll.
Sure. What? Huh? Did I roll twice?
You rolled twice. You got a 6.
Oh,
Let me
great.
roll for this guy real quick because they're not paying attention. You are so lucky.
A
Got a
perfect
fucking.
one.
I got a 4+1.
Oh,
Great.
Alright, good.
All right, you are all in position. Leica, you watch as Crick behind you is pulling out his longbow.
Alright. I
Yes.
like whisper to him 3, 2, 1, and then I shoot.
All right, I would like for all 4 of you guys to roll initiative again.
initiative. Get it.
16.
15.
Get it. Initiative. 19. The scroll got this
Right.
shit.
Sir got a
15.
15, and let's see. Oh crap! I went out of the game. Did not mean to do that. Clicked the wrong fucking thing. 1 second, Rob quickly reloads. Let me roll for Crick. He got a 12 plus. Alrighty. Let me add Leica to it real quick. Add to, where is it again? Add turn. Leica, you had a
16.
16. Alrighty, let me add Crick real quick. A turn. Alrighty. Pretty perfect turn order.
How much
All
did
right.
our boy get?
Say what?
How much did our boy get?
He got 14. You can see it on turn order.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah.
Alrighty. So first up in turn order is Nova. Do you want to do anything, or do you want to? I'll say because it's a surprise round, you can wait for like your turn.
There's also only 2 people in the general to just let you know. 2 people in there. I mean, if I would want to do something, I would just climb the tower, I guess, to be like on the tower.
As a
on top of the
squirrel,
tower.
okay.
To see
All
what's
right.
inside. Alright.
As you climb over the tower, let me reveal it real quick. You
What is
see
that?
two. You see 2 more civilians. They seem to be merchants. Currently huddled in a corner, as there's this very mean-looking 2-headed monstrosity of a large dog. Currently snarling at them. And also, the moment you enter, one of its heads was currently sleeping. The other one perks up and slowly looks at you. But first, Leica, roll to hit with advantage.
Yes. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Natural 20.
Okay.
Okay,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
I'm gonna roll 2d.
damage.
I'm gonna roll 2d8 plus 3, obviously. So I have 13 plus 3, so that's 16.
Uh-huh.
And then sneak attack damage is 7.
Roll twice.
Oh yeah, whoops. 7 and a 9. Holy shit.
There's no
So-
way that guy lived,
So
right?
20.
If that guy
So
lives, he'll
13,
stop
7, 20, 29.
That's
29
almost as
damage.
much HP as I got, bro.
I literally
That
one
guy
shot.
is either dead or he's a tank. There's no in between.
So what
Listen.
happens is the moment you count 3, 2, 1 on 1, Crick was like, okay, on 1 we lift up the bow and shoot. But as you lift up the bow, you already let the arrow fly and you watch as it goes straight into the head as the guy gets out a quick brief, barely a sound, and then just slumps straight down onto his knees up against the stone. And I'm gonna roll to see if he falls over.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
can I stop that? Can I
Leica does
stop
have a
that?
small grin. Leica does have a smirk.
Hold on, let me see.
Also, we're Nova.
He. All right, hold on. I'm going to do it this way. D4 on a 1, he falls top. 2, 3, 4. So you don't want is a 3 or a 1. Let me roll a D4 real quick.
Roll it in the chat, it'll be funnier.
4.
We get to see each other.
You're gonna get a panic attack.
You watch
Yeah,
as he gets
we're gonna-
hit in the air in the head, and he slumps and falls down with like his body lying on this side, dead. And Nova, you have to briefly like scamper away before it hits on top of you. However, I do need to roll because the dog is not stupid.
What is Crick's reaction to this, by the way?
We'll get to that in a second. Crick, the dog rolled. All right, the dog does notice it, but we'll get to that in a second. Sir, do you want to do anything, or do you want to forgo your turn for now?
I don't know. I don't know what's best. Should I just go in?
Whatever you want to do. You saw it happen for sure. You
mean-
saw the body drop. You were looking out for it.
Plan was
Because it's
to-
a surprise round, I can just move up to them, right?
Yeah. You want to burst out?
You will be in major danger against all the bad guys. But don't worry, I will soon join you in the fight. As it looks like wait, it looks like Laika and Cricket are going to be just snapping off people.
Alright.
So you will have my continuous support if you storm in right now.
Actually,
Don't
I'm
let
gonna
it gain too much.
I'm gonna cast where is it again? Shield of Faith on myself,
Faith?
and then
All
wait.
right. You're gonna wait.
Yeah, because I can't do anything else on this turn. Because it's an action.
Isn't it a bonus action?
No.
Bonus action.
Is it?
It's supposed to be.
One bonus
It's a
action.
bonus action? Oh shit. Never mind. I'm slapping. I'm.
Going over and stuff.
You didn't have to tell me twice. All right, hold
Oh
on.
boy, here I go slapping again.
All right. I'm casting Shield of Faith on myself and then fucking this shit guy up.
All right, as you run out, are you two-handing?
I'm using my greatsword, so yes.
Oh right, fuck. Run out, wielding your greatsword as golden steam begins to come off of your body. As for a brief moment, your body shines a little bit with an extra protective layer. Run out and roll.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, I don't think I give you control yet. One sec. Nameplate. Controlled by all players. There we go.
There we go. And then rolling to hit. It's a 15.
Roll damage.
That's a 9. That's good. I'm sticking with
9 points of damage. All right. Oh, by the way, Nova, you cannot cheat that way by tilting it like that. You know that, right?
Oh no, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't like hit. If I'm
Alright.
trying to do something, it doesn't hit Sir.
All right. You run out full swing with the first one, and that is your turn. I'm going to guess.
that. Oh, wait. Is it too late? Hold on. Because I got Savage Attacker feat. Can I reroll the damage or is it too late now?
Well, what
Is
does
it too
Savage
late
Attacker
to say
do?
sorry?
Savage Attacker. Once per turn, when you roll damage for a melee weapon attack, you can reroll the weapon's damage dice, and you can use either total.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Alright, nice. What damage?
It's a
10.
great
One
damage.
whole point more. Great.
Where? Oh, there it is. It was taking a moment. All right, sure. All right, that is your turn. Laika, you already went for your turn. Unless you want to use the bonus action still.
Nah.
You sure?
I honestly, I just want to hide.
Okay, cunning action, hide. Roll stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's best for you guys to just stay away and pick people off while me and
Dirty 20. Dirty fucking
20. All right. Crick, hesitating for a second after seeing you do that, he sees you run out, sir, and then you just watch Laika as Crick grins a little bit and goes, "Oh, we're gonna have some fun." And he's gonna step out further, not attempting to stealth for this one, but he's gonna take some distance from you, and he's also gonna pull out a shot towards the one you just hit, sir. That is a 15 to hit, which does hit. Rolling damage.
Also, I'm gonna be right back for a second. I just need to put away my plate in the kitchen.
You also watch as right before he shoots out, as he does this, he quickly whistles once sharply, and a little bit of green magic spurs out from his mouth, and then darts onto the guard you're on the bandit you're fighting, sir. And right above his head, you just see a little bit of a mark as he then shoots off his arrow.
Got it.
All right, 6 plus a d6 for Hunter's Mark. All All right, so 8 plus an extra d8 for Colossus Slayer because he's taking damage. 2, 10 points of damage. This guy, oh boy, you guys fuck him up bad. You go in with your greatsword and just run up, and he goes, "Huh? What?" And he lifts up an armored surprise, and you just hack off his arm. And then he immediately starts screaming, and then you watch as in more agony he screams as an arrow pierces his leg, and he falls onto his knees,
Okay.
screaming Bloody Mary. That ends his turn.
May I now? May I be?
That is Crick's turn. Sir, you've done everything like if you did anything. Nova.
So,
What do you wanna
you see where the behind part of the dot is? Of this other square that I'm making? Like over here.
I'm back. Did I miss
Over
anything?
Here. Yeah, there.
Yeah?
I like to go over there and then do a thunder wave like this.
Okay. You're going to have to transform out to do that.
I know, but before I transfer, I want to
Gosh.
scroll as a scroll. I want to climb down the tower
Okay, then I'll be right back.
and then go down and then stand
Yeah, sure.
there.
Go ahead. Does transforming take an action for you?
I believe it's just to transform me back. I believe.
You check? Because I know it's a bonus action to go into it as a moon druid versus an action for a normal druid.
Where does it stand? Where does it stand?
Wild shape.
Wild shape. Oh,
I forgot you got savage attacker, Tef. Oh boy.
Am I blind?
It's pretty nasty that you can do that every turn, though.
For your smites, especially.
It also affects smites.
Well, if it's an attack, right?
All attacks.
If you attack,
more or less.
right?
Once per turn,
That's
when
the
you roll
first
damage for a melee
I
weapon.
don't see it. I don't see my thing.
Hold on, let me double check.
Wait, so if I smite
well.
something and then I
Oh,
use
shit.
Savage Attacker, do I roll the
I found
normal
wild shape,
attack
I
and
found
then
wild shape.
I'd also?
You roll all of it.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Hold on, I'm reading it right now.
Tef was like, wait a minute.
That's all I had to know.
Oh boy, he's gonna spam that shit now.
Of course, I'm not gonna choose it and not use it. Especially if I
don't
can.
see anything saying about it being costing an action or bonus to be transformed.
Transform back. Just click wild shape for me, please.
Sure.
Oh boy,
Oh
It's a
yeah.
lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So I'm just.
Chewy mama.
Yeah, damn!
Action. It takes an action to turn in. I knew that much. It's probably at the end. You retain the benefit of the.
Oh, it's a bonus to revert back. Yeah, I can still do. Something.
All right.
So once
It's bonus
again from. Huh?
It's a bonus action to revert. Okay.
So I can still do it.
All right.
This is it.
You're gonna crawl over. The moment you start moving, you immediately hear just loud barking from that dog.
Well, if it's well trained, it should sit still. It should sit still and just bark like that, alerting people.
So you're gonna cast Thunder Wave, right? Will you click Thunder Wave for me, please?
Yes, at second level, by the way. Just letting you know before I do the thing.
Alright.
From the wave, it's over. There we go.
15-foot cube, right? All right.
How much
Roll.
damage does it do?
Roll damage.
How do I roll damage again? Hold
You're catching, are you catching all 3 of them in it?
on. From the angle that I'm doing it, yeah. Oh,
That's the wrong
not
one.
Yeah, this one.
All right. And I need all of them to make me a con save, right?
Yes, if you allow me to just quickly go over to my thing and actually cast it. How do I
Roll
use this
3d8.
thing here to cast it?
You should have it in your spell attacks.
Do I have it in my spell attacks? Alright, there it is. How do I do it? How do I do it of second level?
It should ask you when you do it.
Okay. It's been a while since I've done
And if
it.
not,
Jesus.
just roll an extra d8 if not.
Oh yeah, there we go. Second level. Submit.
Alrighty.
16 damage.
Um,
nice.
That's
Oh,
max
wow.
damage? Damn.
You rolled wow! Holy
Wait,
moly!
Damn!
that's not correct.
Wow! You rolled it. Yeah, it is. You rolled an 8 for the higher level cast, and for Thunderwave
Oh.
normal cast, just 2d8, 2 8s again.
Oh,
24
shit.
total.
God damn.
They're
Yeah.
dead. They're
So-
dead. There's no way they survive.
So, this one that was pretty fucked up rolled a 15 on his save. So he makes it. So
Fuck.
he takes half, so 12 points of damage. But guess what?
Everybody else fails. You're kidding, right? You're kidding.
Oh, for sure. You had 4 HP left, my guy. That one's dead. Let me see if the other ones fail or not.
Fail, please fail, for the love of God.
One of them got a dirty 20.
Fuck! Fail it, please.
The other one got a 3.
Oh yeah, let's go.
This one. Dead.
Dead as fuck.
The other one.
Trying not to kill them,
The
by the
other
way.
one fails, succeeds. Does not get moved back either. You hit him, and just immediately the rock and the campfire wood all just splinters into his as he gets like shredded. It looks horrible.
Is he dead?
No, he looks
Okay.
really bad.
I just say, whoops. I didn't mean to be that aggressive.
You're supposed to not kill them, you fuck.
Oh my god, I can't wait to tell you how much HP they have. All right, does that end your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, I now need to roll initiative for these fucks.
Oh, hold on. By the way, this guy's dead. The guy on the tower is also dead. So that's 3 dead. No more killing guys. We've got to be careful.
No, speak about
Please,
yourself,
yeah.
buddy.
You're the only one here who cannot do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, I
I
can go
can.
straight hands if you want me to.
What, a non-lethal guiding bolt? What, you're gonna
Yeah,
fucking
for
hit
their
their leg
legs.
with it or something?
Yeah, for their legs. Just aim for their legs.
And of course,
Jesus
you kill,
Christ.
you reach 0 HP and you just erase their legs instead.
Ah.
Bleed out immediately.
Well, guess what initiative they got?
They got ass.
What?
6.
6? Oh,
First
no.
one.
All right, that's 1.
I don't see the turn order.
Oh,
wait,
my
no, I see.
god,
Impossible
this guy!
for you.
I am so mad right now.
It's
A 0?
What?
Oh,
One.
one.
Alright, this is gonna be a camp sweep, apparently.
This is gonna be a death bet, bro. This is gonna be a
1 second.
slaughter.
Let me roll for the death dog. I'm a little scared at this point.
Death dog?
Death dog? I didn't know she had one.
All right, actually pretty darn good.
Damage, dude.
All right, now top of the turn order. Play that battle music, I guess. I'm already playing
Oh
mine.
yeah, wait. Hold on. You're right. Hold on. Fuck. Where's the?
Can you add the other two into the fucking turn order? Because I only see myself and
Did
I
refresh.
don't.
did you?
I don't
I'll
see him.
refresh.
Dun, 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 dun,
Hold on, you guys can't see them.
Garlic, sauce, garlic, sauce.
All right.
Garlic,
Um,
sauce.
Bruce, can you see the turn order?
I can, but I don't see
You see-
myself on it.
Same.
Yeah, I don't see him or Sir.
I see Laika, Cricket, and
And
Yeah,
one
these-
bandit and one of the boss.
Okay, it's fine. I see them anyway. That's all that matters.
I,
The turn order
I
is really
can't
only-
wait for a second situation
Um,
of where Cirrus right behind me in the turn
Anyway,
order, and I become
the
a
death
stage.
dog starts. Seeing what happens, immediately starts barking and runs around the corner. Can it make it? It can.
But it definitely
It
dashed.
turns. It turns around the corner and with lightning speed barks and barrels down at you, Nova.
It definitely used an action to
Good luck,
dash.
buddy.
First attack.
Oh, it didn't. Fuck.
It has 40 movement speed, my guy.
That's insane.
A 19 to hit.
Oh, yikes.
Fuck, dude.
Yes, indeed.
All right,
I
you're gonna
can't-
take.
Oh, I forgot my character. Let's go.
Alright, so I know
you
what
have-
I'm smiting.
You have six. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Hold on. I
Um,
still haven't burned down my XP yet.
You also have your character sheet for that, my guy.
Yeah, that's easier here.
All right, you take 6 points of piercing damage. I also need you to make me a con save.
I can't save. Oh my god! What are you doing to me?
No, wait, you can see the HP on top of the tokens? Since when?
You can see mine.
You so
You can turn it on. You can turn it on
you
if you
turn
wish.
it on.
Turn it on where?
I'll show you
Double
later.
click on your
We'll go over
character. Double click on your character. In token bars, you have to put the max in. Max.
Roll
and
me a
min.
con save.
It's a 9. It's a
9.
16.
It's a 9.
No, it's not.
Why do you have advantage?
I don't know.
Fucking mean now.
It's a 9.
No, it's not.
All right, you, my friend. You have become poisoned.
What? Oh, that's some bullshit.
Poison on a fucking dog?
It's a
Also,
A
next
death
attack.
dog.
That is a another 19 to hit you.
that's insane.
2 heads, of course.
Yeah, exactly. 7 points of
gonna-
piercing damage.
Let's make a bet. Who's gonna die first this fight?
Well, Nova almost. You almost. If they had all been at max HP and they'd all failed, you still would have killed all 3 of them instantly. All right. Did you write down the second damage?
Yeah.
All right. I would say roll another con save, but not necessary. That is its turn. Nova, it's your turn. Also, wait a second. The creature must repeat for for the 24 hours. You must repeat the saving throw. Roll me another con save.
Another con.
Or is he gonna
save.
die in the first turn?
He might just die in the first turn. It might be that bad.
Ah!
Good.
Never mind.
Let's go.
All right, you are okay. You feel disease going through you, and you feel horrible. But for now, you are like resisting the urge to like scream in pain. It is your turn.
I would like to just say, fuck you, and go for a level 1 Thunder Wave. Actually, wait.
Another one?
Wait. Instead of that, hold on. Let me see. What was my feet again? Let me see my feet real quick.
Just look down. Look down and you'll see your feet.
Yeah. I see it. Do I want to use this? It might not.
Yes.
It's not as strong as the Thunder Wave.
No balls.
Nah, fuck that. It's the same radius, but
So you got no ball.
No, but doesn't have any balls. He has a nucleus.
Fair enough.
I would like to cast Thunder Wave again. Yes.
All right, roll
Can you
damage.
measure it?
Submit.
He's in the exact same spot.
Oh, right.
Oh.
So it also hits this guy.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta roll 2 more con saves. That's a
Oh.
13 from the bandit.
So he takes yes, he takes half.
Your
DC
rounded up.
Your
rounded
DC
up, so
Your
3.
DC is 13, right?
Yeah, 13. It's above 3.
All right, so he takes half rounded up, so he takes free.
Now for the dog.
The dog rolled a 7.
Fuck you.
All right, so this guy takes 3 points of damage and also remains in his spot after getting Thunder Wave twice. The dog takes 5 points of damage. And how far does it get blasted back?
Hold Hold on, let me take a read real quick.
10 feet.
10 feet, yeah.
He's blasted back. All right, is that in your turn?
Yeah. Oh, actually, wait. I still have my bonus action, right?
Yeah.
See if you can kill this guy.
No.
Killed his guy with magic.
No. The plan's not
Kill that
kill-
guy with magic.
It's not killing them. Remember? It's safe. It's capturing them. So
There's more than enough.
no more killing. No more killing. So I'd like to go circle. I would like to activate my circle ability. You know. And
Which
I would
one?
like to for healing.
Chalice. All right, you glow
Chalice.
red.
Are you gonna heal the enemy so they don't die?
You don't get it on this turn, but you do. All right, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right. You want to move?
I would like to move.
Behind
over
me.
here. Yeah, behind Sir.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I have enough. I can move myself. So,
right, Laika.
there.
Your turn.
Is it possible from my place while I'm hiding to snipe the dog?
You're gonna have to. The wall's in the way.
Is it? Hold
What
on.
if I like
make
move
that
over
again?
here?
It won't be now. Roll to
Alright,
hit.
I assume advantage.
Yes.
Imagine you miss with it. Imagine.
He's going to nat 20 again.
I fucking hope, buddy. Okay,
What
cause
should be a
On
what-
the fucking already almost dead guy? Sure. Be
No,
my
the dog.
guest.
The dog. The dog.
Oh.
with advantage, a 10.
That misses.
Alright, okay, you said if I jump down, I'm gonna take damage, right?
Yes.
Bonus
well,
action,
good.
throw that psychic blade at the fucker.
Oh my god. All right, roll to hit.
Is it
I'm
also
sorry, man.
advantage since I'm hitting?
No.
We would have seen the fucking first. Alright, gonna fucking. Oh, yeah, I
Wait,
can't hit
actually,
again,
no.
never
I'm
mind.
sorry. That hits. Roll damage. I'm an idiot.
Oh, there we go. With the, I assume. Yeah, where is
Yes.
it? 6 and sneak attack.
Yes.
11, so 17 damage.
Boy, oh boy. That's a big beefy hit.
I think that's
Not
max
resistant
damage
to
with.
psychic.
Oh,
Almost
perfect.
max damage on sneak attack. All
And
right.
almost max damage on the thing as well.
Is that your
Psychic
turn?
blades. Yeah, I can't really do much.
All right, sir.
So,
Your turn.
I am
Have you not
smiting the
seen-
dog.
Oh, you see a
we are
very
ganging up on that
you
fucker.
see a very very wounded dog in front of you.
You
Very,
sure?
very
Mike,
wounded.
he's
More
almost
wounded than
dead.
than the guy next to me.
Yes, somehow.
He's
I'm
on
saying,
one
check
HP.
VC chat.
All
Check
right.
VC
You
chat. That's
watched-
literally
okay, no.
what that did.
As the psychic blade hit the dog in the head, one of the heads exploded.
Oh, all right.
Oh god.
I use my greatsword. That's a fucking 9. God damn it.
That misses.
Oh,
I go for the head that already
Fucking
exploded.
All right, is that your turn?
It's pretty much, yeah.
All right. Bonus action. Crick is going to move his arrow onto the dog, and take a shot at it. That is a 22 to hit. So he gets a D. Wow, that's minimal damage. That's total 5 plus Hunter's Mark. 5, so 10 plus another D8 because Colossus Slayer. 2, so 12 points of damage. He shoots the other head and it dies. It's dead. It's very dead.
Oh my god. That poor dog got actually JJK.
You
That's
just
insane.
watch as one of the dogs had like the lazy face from one of the hyenas from Lion King, and it just like its brain went kaboom, and the other angry one snarled and they just got shot up and fell down. Crick is just grinning. Bandits' turns. This one over here, I'm gonna roll for his loyalty. Yeah, no. He's gonna action disengage and what I can only describe as ah, ah, run the fuck away. This one is going to turn around and see what's happening, pull out a crossbow and shoot at you, sir.
Bring it on.
21.
Fuck.
Just fucking barely.
5 points of piercing damage.
That's nothing.
All right, that's their hit. This one is going to do the same thing. Come around the corner over here. Aim as well. 11.
Not hitting.
This one sees what's happening, and is going to actually do something different. You're going to watch as he runs in. He can make it. You're going to watch as he runs into the tower, and you do not see what is happening in there. The bandit leader. Why is my Discord going so full? Oh, you guys.
It went from fucking Whitebeard to Blackbeard in like 1 fucking minute.
One frame, bro. 100%.
Went from white to black immediately.
All right.
Wait,
You
whoa.
watch as the bandit leader sees what's happening, and you immediately watch as he barks out in common, "Distract them and take the prisoners!" As he pulls out his wicked-looking longsword and is going to run out towards you, sir.
Bring it on, buddy.
Let's see. What can this guy... Right, I forgot. You watch as he pulls out his longsword, and with a wicked smile, first hit. That is a... what is his bonus again? Oh, man, I'm sorry, buddy. 22.
Oh, come on.
Sorry. That is going to be... it is a longsword. Wait, no, so it's a D10 because he's two-handing it. Where's the D10?
It's in my
No,
ass.
That's a D12. There's the D10. That is a... You take 9 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Second attack.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
Fifth, that's a 17 to hit.
That doesn't hit. But what do you mean he has a second attack?
He's the leader.
Yeah, leader.
Bonus action, he's going to third attack you with his offhand. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stats. My bad. Death Dog is fucking dead. Nova, your turn.
So.
And a brother get a heal.
Exactly.
Your brother get a heal!
Would you like to remind us what the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
What-
That's a misclick.
That's a lot of green and red.
That's a misclick.
What does that mean?
It's funny when you roll a D2 because the natural ones are red and the natural twos are green, and that's the only two options.
Yes. Hold on. Where's my starry form? There we go.
Would you like to remind us what the chalice does?
The chalice, my finger glows with magical red energy and it barrels down in a alarming speed towards Sir, who I can see his HP off, and he's low.
Sir, you
I
get
can
healed
also
for
move
5.
him. What the fuck?
Yeah, you all
Ah,
control.
thanks.
Don't worry about it.
Get healed for 5.
So 21.
Also, the campfire is dead.
The campfire is dead. You killed the
I
campfire.
wonder whose fault that was.
All right. That was your bonus action, right?
Yes.
What's your action?
Wait, why do you have to
Uh,
roll 10 D2s, by the way?
Oh no, that was just because I wanted to roll something funny. Real
It's
quick.
Bruce.
I
Are
wanted
you
to roll
really
something
questioning it?
funny.
Alright, got it.
Okay.
I wonder
yes,
if I
yes.
do this. Oh, that works.
Yeah. Should I cast Moonbeam on these guys?
Don't ask. Don't ask. That's metagame.
I'm thinking out loud. Don't worry about it.
He could just think in his head, and I can literally answer that technically.
Yeah,
True.
technically, yeah. Should I cast Moonbeam? Should I Should I do
Well,
that?
you
Come
don't
on,
you don't see it as casting Moonbeam. You see it as hurting them from the sky.
Bane from the death from above. Should I do that?
Yes, try to lower their
Numbers?
number. No, try to make them weaker.
Okay, so I'm hold on. Let me get a circle out real quick. Let me get a How big is Moonbeam again? The
Click
small
it.
button. Where's my mouse?
If you look to the right of your computer, that's usually what it is.
No, my mouse is invisible.
Really, they have that type of tech there. That's impressive.
What happened?
I don't remember casting invisibility on you. Don't worry, I'll do it for you. Hold on.
Ichiro's discovering. Ichiro's discovering that it.
I'll click it for you. Don't worry.
Me video calling my grandpa.
My mouse is actually invisible. Hold on. I can't even see what you rolled. What just happened? I can't click. I can't get there. What is happening? Why am I having technical difficulties here?
It should not be. It should not work this way at all. 40-foot cylinder high, 5-foot radius. Does somebody want to do a 5-foot radius on them?
I'm clicking all
Remember?
sorts of buttons, but I can't. Hold on. Stop being invisible, please.
All right, so you
Nova's
can
having
catch all
technical
3 of
issues.
them. All 3 of them need to roll, I believe. And shake fingers have disadvantage on this one.
What is happening?
I think it's funny that I think it's really funny that you have this spell, by the way, and you guys will find out why it's funny later, and one of you already knows why.
What is happening?
A creature enters this for the first time must make a con save. Con save throws.
Can you like?
4, 18, 4, so 5, 19, and a 10. 2 of them fail. So this guy, the one that was running away in fear, was the one who succeeded, so he takes half damage. He is, dear lord, he is screaming in agony as the other 2 both fail and take 7 points of radiant damage.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
What?
Bro, and his suffering.
Is he also missing an arm?
No, that's the other guy. He's
No,
dead as well.
that was the first guy.
You blew. He got his arm chopped off, then his leg shot, and then like his limbs like dislocated and ripped off his body with that thunder wave. You did max damage on a upcasted spell, my guy.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they have 24 HP, and you did 24 points of damage.
They were
All right.
so dead.
Does that end your
I
turn?
can't see my. I guess so. I can't see my other options anymore because I clicked away from them.
Leica, it is your turn.
Oh wait, no. I would like to heal.
You already did.
Oh
You
yeah,
already
no,
did.
yeah, right.
You want to move?
No, I'm good.
All right, Leica, your turn.
Is there a way for me to go get down without like fucking taking damage?
Oh fuck!
Roll.
No, no.
You can roll an acrobatics check. It's going to take your. I'll say it's going to take your action to do this if you want.
Ah, you got enough
If
HP.
I,
And if you
Yeah,
do it
no,
well,
if
you
I-
won't take damage.
alright, so hypothetically, if I'm gonna just check how much movement speed I'm gonna have to waste. So and then, oh buddy, I'll just fucking keep long range attacks. I'm not running. I'm not wasting
Shooting
almost
at.
2 turns running. Yeah, I'm gonna get over here. I assume I'm not hit it anymore.
No, you are not, and you can also not hit anybody from here. You still cannot hit them from there. Like you are hitting the tower here.
Fucking where can I stand that I can hit them?
Where you were earlier.
Here?
Yeah, you can hit the guy in front of me.
There's oh I can't see him. Well, I did not see that he was alive.
Oh, he's
I'll
very
be,
much
over-
alive.
Right, longbow. First of all, I assume sneak attack because there's an ally next to him, right?
Yes.
22, baby.
Roll damage.
7 damage.
Wait, why do you have a longbow?
I got it from one of the loots.
Do you have proficiency with those as a rogue?
I have proficiency with a short bow.
Well, a short bow is not a longbow.
So yeah, they're both bows. One is just a few inches taller.
Hold on,
Oh my
I'm so happy.
God.
Hold on,
am-
skills.
'Cause
Simple
you
weapons.
told me I have
hand-
proficiency with a longsword, so I assumed I probably have a proficiency with a
Weapons, simple
longbow.
weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. You do not have proficiency with a longbow.
Can I just use a short bow then instead?
Oh, well, just ignore it for this singular round.
All right, 7 piercing damage, and then for sneak attack, 6.
So first
Total of 11 damage. 7 plus 6, that's 11.
No.
And
No.
then,
That's 13.
7.
oh
plus-
wait, well, I'm retarded. I'm
Math
retarded,
good,
my
bro.
bad. I'm retarded. My bad. I was
Right.
looking at all the fucking numbers
Get
in
a
my
good
dice roller.
shot onto his shoulder.
Immediately, psychic blades after it. Is this gonna hit? Who fucking knows? 21. It will.
Not at misses, not hits.
Bitch. 6. That is almost max damage again.
Jesus Christ, I gave this guy so much HP, and where is it all going?
You're
Why
right.
was
Alright,
fucking
that's really
drained?
Roll. Alright, is that in your turn?
I am now gonna cast fireball. No, that isn't.
Turn is your turn.
Me?
Kill
How
that
bad,
nigga.
how bad is the leader looking?
He looks pretty good still.
Alright, I'm smiting him.
Alright, roll to hit.
Great sword. Fuck.
That misses.
Of course it does. I'll move here closer a bit without
Alright.
triggering
That is your
whatever.
turn. You step over his fallen pet.
I kick it as I'm walking over. No.
Jesus.
No, I don't.
Alright, Crick's turn. He is going to... He can't really... Can he make the shot from here? Hold on.
Is he gonna try to hit me, the cunt? Oh.
Can. The
Really?
pillar's
Right
in the
now?
way. I'm gonna say he can shoot over it. That's... I'll allow that one. The tower's high, but that boulder isn't that high. Alright, Crick's gonna bonus action move Hunter's Mark onto the guy. And that is a 12. Unfortunately, he shoots, and you watch as he tries to aim it. It just clinks off the rock here and lands in the ground. It's like, ah, damn it.
Is he a ranger or a druid?
Guys,
He's a ranger.
The ranger.
guys,
Ranger.
guys,
Alright.
guys. I'm going
That
to.
is- He's going to move over here. Yeah?
I'm going to reset my computer real quick. I'll be back in a second.